Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Malt and Magic. We will talk about giveaways and all sorts of good things going on in just a second, but before we do any of that, let's talk about last week. So welcome back, where last week's adventures took our heroes on both an emotional and a mystical journey. I say emotional because Aegeus, embracing his new sense of balance, returned to Glimmermere with Takami, and also reunited with their mentor of sorts, Sensei Matsumoto, to go and affirm that internal equilibrium. Having done that, and then after reuniting with the party, Aegeus received the unsettling news from Cavan, Jewel and Lex about Silas Vaughan's escape. But quick to action, the group then started to devise a somewhat bold strategy to rescue their fey-touched companion, Callum Verfleur, from the frosty clutches of the Lord of Winter. And their plan led them up to the concealed sanctum that is Glimmermere to open a portal directly into the icy expanses of the Frost Vale. Entering a realm of bitter cold, they ventured through a dense, snowy forest, solving cryptic riddles to find their path, only then to face a treacherous lake that now stands between them and their destination. And in a moment of frustration, Aegeus's impulsive action against a seemingly innocuous tree awakened some haunting icy spirits, setting off a now perilous chase across the fragile ice. So tonight we dive back into the fray with our heroes quite literally skating on thin ice. Will they outmaneuver their chilling pursuers, or will the icy depths of the Frost Vale claim their resolve? So be advised, folks, tonight's episode will and may contain graphic depictions of injury, themes of capture and icy imprisonment, supernatural horror elements, profanity, and of course adult humour as well. So viewer discretion is always advised. If you find something too much, feel free to step away and come back later or join us for a future episode. So brace yourselves for an episode hopefully filled with icy thrills and chilling encounters. The adventure continues now. You've been warned. Let's roll. Heyo.
Hi-oh.
Hello.
What's up?
There we go. How is everyone?
Heyo.
Nervous.
Nervous. I'm a bit nervous. Very good. Good. Yes, I'm glad. This is meant to be a little bit mystical, a little bit horrific, and a little bit scary as well. So, before we descend into the chaos that is the Frost Vale, and before we talk about giveaways and stuff like that, let's run down our lineup. So, I am Matt. I am your Dungeon Master for this evening, playing whatever monsters and NPCs these bunch of adventurers find, but also playing the sidekick character of Takami Ito.
Why do I think that you were going to say fuckwits then? Because that is exactly what we are. I am
I
Dave.
resolved myself.
I am Dave, and I am playing Jewel of Shadows, the female Tabaxi rogue.
And I am Danny, who is immensely confident because I lost 13 hit points last week walking past a tree. So Lex Ordo, who I will hopefully be playing next week, is going to absolutely smash it out of the park this week.
Hopefully, yes. I am Tom. I am the father half of Homie and the Dude, and I am playing Cavan Buckland, a human barbarian / paladin, and I'm all about peace and win-win negotiations. So let's see how that goes tonight.
I'm Bodhi. I'm the son half of Homie and the Dude, and I'm playing Edgius Bones Jones, the Bard Sorcerer. And Matt, I'd like you to just add one more name to that sidekick list, please, if you would. There's one name that's just missing because we're gonna get him. We're gonna fucking get him.
We are gonna get him.
Well, we'll see what happens. And yes, you'll notice Bodhi has a little bit of a cast on his arm. He's not been trying to do an Edgius and detach his own arm, but yeah, an unfortunate accident. So.
Dislocated my finger skateboarding.
I was gonna guess skateboarding. At least it's a cooler story than like I fell out of bed or I sneezed and hurt myself or something. So.
Well,
coughed in the car and almost gave yourself a hernia.
Yeah, I sneezed and hurt my neck, so you know.
I was going to say, like, you know, you can bounce on, fall from a roof and bounce, when you're like, 18, early 20s, and then when you hit 30, you can actually hurt yourself while sleeping. So just
take it easy.
Very good. Well, last week we did celebrate four full-on fucking awesome years of Malt and Magic, and there we go again, confetti again, and stars and balloons, and of course with that we kicked off our massive giveaway. I am pleased to say that over 500 tickets, virtual tickets, have already been claimed. There is no limit on those tickets, so so yes, you can go and claim them by liking, by sharing on social media, by joining us tonight and getting involved in the chat. So Data, an extra bunch of tickets already on their way to you, my friend, so thank you for being with us. Anybody else that tunes in on either Twitch or YouTube, please let us know you are here. YouTube's a little bit more difficult because we can't see who's tuned in after the fact, so if you are watching, please let us know. And then we can add you to the list of tickets. But yes, don't miss out on that chance to win PDFs from Homie and the Dude, from the Eldritch Press, from the Mystic Quill Collective, some black and gold dice, which are here. They have arrived. What else is in the mix? A custom character cheat sheet from yours truly, created, which, as I said, the gents have been playtesting for us while we get that built out.
They are very, very
off the press.
Super cool.
Off the press last week, a very special 5 of a kind, so 1 of a kind, Malt and Magic Dice Tower, which you can only get from Malt and Magic and from the Isbell clan.
Well, Malt and Magic's dad.
Yeah, Malt and Magic's dad. We need to come up with a nickname for that now, so like. Yeah, Molten Dagic or something like that. I don't know.
Dagic.
Very good. With that being said, then, yes, go claim. And if you're on the podcast as well, don't forget to go claim tickets. Let us know what you're doing. Reach out to us on social media, on Discord, all of those things. Claim those tickets. Do not miss out. Very good. That's enough said about the giveaway. So, with that being said, my friends, you have all exited this mystical snowy forest as snow continues to fall now at a diagonal and litters the place with these icy touches, and that cold air just washes over you endlessly as these 4 icy ghost-like creatures just streak ahead in front of you as Edgius and Jewel were running across this icy lake. First things first, Edgius and Jewel, make me dexterity saving throws, please.
Edgius and Jewel?
Yeah, because we went ahead, didn't we?
You're the only 2 that have currently stepped down to the ice.
I lean over to Lex and I say, that looks kind of slippy, doesn't it?
Yeah. I won't be sprinting across that at full speed.
What?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Jewel sort of skids for a minute, but then gets her footing and continues to dash along as these spirits then just... An Edgius.
16.
16. Edgius has got skeletal feet, so they almost act like... I know he's got boots on,
Ice
but
skates.
almost act like ice skates as he then just
So could we
begins
use
to
it as a
glide
toboggan?
along.
I'm gonna
Well,
be serpentining, trying to dodge any ghost arrows if they come my way.
It does bring new meaning to the Skeleton Bob event.
Skeleton luge.
Right.
Indeed.
Is Cool Running still
very
an
good
up-to-date
then.
cultural reference for the kids?
Cool Runnings. I appreciate that one. Like,
Cool Runnings is a great movie. Banging
Great
movie.
Classic.
very
I'm
good
not kissing
then.
your
So,
lucky eggs, I'll
Jewel,
tell you that.
You fucking will,
And
mate. You
idiots.
fucking will.
right. The two of you sprint ahead as these creatures scream and descend down upon you. As they approach in front of you, you stop. What are we doing?
How corporeal are they?
Make me a nature check, please. Or a perception check, either way.
Do these look particularly ghouly ghosts? You know, sunken eyes and...
To give you a description,
That's a 13.
as they stop and settle, their bodies take on more of an icy element as icicles. It's almost like where wind has blown over snow with such force, but it's been so cold that you've got sort of this icy blast effect off the back
Sick.
of them. So these icy spines now grow back, and they're across these arms and these claws that then hang down. When you look into their face, there is no nose as such. There are these two blue pits for eyes, and as they open this mouth and scream again, just this blue orifice in the centre of their mouths.
Frozen Dementors, brilliant.
Yeah, well, let me just... I'll drop this into the WhatsApp for you.
So, Dave, would you say that you're ahead of me?
I can certainly go extraordinarily quickly, and I think last episode I said I did use my feline agility, so yes, I would have passed you at certainly, and probably not, if these things had got past us, would have screeched to a halt and stood up.
Okay. Two thoughts. With my 16 perception, Matt, would I assume that because of the frosty shit, fire would be pretty powerful against these ghosties?
Ask that question again.
Fire vulnerability? Fire normal? Fire resistant?
Maybe an Arcana check.
Oh, okay.
And with your nature check of 13, they look kind of half corporeal, half non-corporeal, so they're sort of flitting in between the two.
Okay. Arcana check. That's a 17.
17. Fire usually would be a good thing to fight off the cold, but there's something within you that then just sort of gives you cause for pause, to think fire is no good in the bitterest of cold environments. You're not 100% sure that fire will do what you want against these creatures.
Okay. I'll shout to
It
Jewel
may
and
still
I'll go.
deal damage, but might not be as impressive as you're hoping for.
I'll shout to Jewel and I'll go. We gotta get on the other side of them! On the count of 3! Do the old, you know,
Wait.
in one place and then the other!
Wait. Are they doing anything to us as we've stood here for a few seconds?
As you sort of stopped and they just hover around in front of you, all four of them now settle onto the ice, and as they settle onto the ice, they take more of that corporeal form, that blasted ice form, if you like. So, and then they continue just this moaning and screaming and whispering.
Hello, Jewel will look at Edgius.
That looks like a bad time, but we could talk to them. Hello there, my icy neighbor. I am Sir Geraldine of Vangerberg. I look at Jewel and wink as if to say, not using my real name. And this is my compatriot. And I look to Jewel to say her name.
Betty.
And we are looking for a lord. Now, the lord in particular we're looking for is the snowiest and most winteriest of them all. You fellows look like you might know where one could find a lord that is of such cold depths and winteriness.
Could I turn to Lex and say, while they're up there, what do you think about us flanking, trying to get, at least to the side, and maybe even behind these, whatever those things are up there?
Well, I'm thinking as a plan of attack. As soon as Edgius and Jewel get out of the way, I might trap them in a dome that they can escape from, and we can just hightail it out of there.
Nice one. Do you think is there a way that we can communicate that to them? So that they can be kind of
tell
part of the plan?
Edgius in his head. I'll tell him now, and I'll use message to tell Edgius my exact plan, so as not to have fourth walled it just now.
Very good. In that moment, then, Edgius and Jewel, make me deception checks. You can either make me a joint deception check, or one of you can make it at advantage.
Let's do it together.
I mean,
Let's do it
technically, I
together.
could tell both of them, couldn't I?
We roll.
Yes,
each
because
of
you're
us roll.
connected by the crystal.
Yeah.
Each of us roll.
I think that's the
Okay.
point. Yep.
21.
Nice.
Woo!
18.
8.
You're the bloody one with performance and shit. And you
I
can't
rolled
fucking lie
high.
for
I
shit.
rolled high.
He didn't,
There's
he didn't ask
only-
me to
only thing.
perform. He asked me to deceive. I'm not a deceiver. I'm a truth teller.
You talk shit all the time, Edgius.
Yeah, but he's always caught out on his lies in case we've not watched all of the episodes.
That's true.
So in that moment then, as you sort of speak out and introduce yourselves and you hear that message in your head about this new plan, one of these incorporeal or half-corporeal, half-incorporeal creatures just sort of steps forward. You trespass in the Frostvale.
I look at Jewel. There were no signs to inform us that this was private property and owned by some sort of governmental entity. Do you use the feudal system here, or are you using what's the government you have?
At this
Who
point,
can we speak
Takami
to?
stood next to Cavan and Lex is just like looking out onto the ice, and she's going to look to the both of you. He's talking too much again, isn't he? Just guaranteed.
No.
talking.
Yeah. Well,
This is what he does. He almost
Do we
hypnotizes them
intervene
with.
or?
Now just hang. Lex, what do you want? Takami and I could play decoy in any way that you want to try to get them pushed into the center a little bit more.
and I will just message back to Jewel and Edgius, get out of range.
Can I, descending use any sort of components that would involve me moving my fucking hands? Oh, it does. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna do it behind my back. Can I put my hands behind my back and begin casting sending as I would like to talk to Lex through my sending spell?
You can indeed.
And it's also got a verbal component, so halfway through whatever's happening, I'm gonna just cough and be like, Halakazam! And try and cast my sending spell.
Very good. You cast your sending spell then.
Mm.
The interesting thing about the Feywild
Oh no.
It fucks with
Oh.
magic.
Oh, right.
So where you hope that this is going to be a message sort of sent telepathically sort of thing, a small little frost sprite appears behind your back and flutters off towards the party. What does your sending frost sprite say to the rest of the party?
It says, "Hey guys, it's going well up here. Great idea, Lex. Love it. Me and Jules can teleport out. Dome us. Love you." That's it.
I don't think we can get out if we do.
Is it anti-magic? Nah, it's not anti-magic.
It's not anti-magic, but
It's
we
what-
can't get out.
You can't get out of it. Nothing can kill it.
Can we
What do you
not
say?
teleport out of the ice, out under the ice, and then swim, and then teleport back up?
Jewel, why are they...
One die.
Lex, why are they hesitating, Lex? Why are they
Because we can
hesitating?
teleport.
What the fuck?
We can do 2 teleports.
Edgius has forgotten how the spell works, and he thinks he's gonna. Oh, hang-
Fuck's sake.
Oh, which
Hang
on,
on.
Jewel?
Let me just check the rules, Matt. It says nothing can physically pass through the wall. It's immune to all damage. It can't be
Physically.
dispelled by dispel magic.
Physically. Nothing can physically pass through the wall.
Okay, while Edgius was saying that
You can't walk through it, essentially.
spell, Jewel will attempt to continue to
Yep.
chat.
Cool.
And at this point, I
cast it
think
then,
they
fuck
would
'em.
respond to Edgius and say, "But you asked after the Lord. You trespass willingly."
And as he says that, a weird dome starts to form over the group and slowly descend around everyone.
So again, the
I'll be like,
weird
"Ice here, ice
Feywild
here."
magic, snow begins to fall in flurries around you all, and you see it just begin to collect, and almost like this igloo begins to form around you all that then just forms an icy dome over you. Fully the same, and it's still a wall of force, but it looks like pure ice. And at that point,
I
they
looked
all
at
just...
Jewel. I looked at Jewel. Teleport! And I'm gonna Misty Step out of the fucking dome. I'm out of here,
Okay,
later, bitches.
so you misty step out of the dome. I think that's the perfect chance to pull up a map and roll initiative.
Oh no, there's no need for
Oh,
that.
come on, I thought I nailed it.
There's really no need for that. They're in
That's
the
an
dome.
overreaction, Matt, if anything.
Really, really.
So how big's your dome?
Oh.
It is. Let me just double check now. You can form it in a hemispherical dome up to 10 feet. So a 10-foot dome.
That's a really dodgy spell token, isn't it?
And it's
I'll pick
concentration
something
for
else.
10 minutes.
So 10-foot dome. So I will say for the sake of this then, because we described it as such, that they are all 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this forms around them there. Edgius, you misty step, and where would you like to misty step to?
Behind where they were, like on the other side of the. Actually, on top of the dome. Fuck it, I'd like to go on top of the dome.
I need to double check something.
Slip off and break your legs.
God damn it.
I'd like to see you like Missy step land on top of it and go, "I did it, guys!" and then just go, "Ugh," and just fall. Just as fall.
And just all my bones in different, like just, you know, like a xylophone noise as my bones just on the ice.
And then loads of Arctic foxes collect them and fuck off with them.
You just see the skull
The
going,
game.
And the rest of the episode is just getting Edge's bones back for the next 3 hours.
That's a great side quest, Matt. If you ever need to do
to
a
the
side
Benny
quest.
Hill track.
Yeah. If we ever need a one-shot, because all of
so
us
it doesn't
aren't here,
deal
it's
any
just
damage
edges.
by touching it like some of the other walls. It's literally just there. So you land on top of this dome. It is made of ice. I'm going to ask for a dexterity saving throw.
Aegis is gonna land and be like, "Sup?" facing the others out on the icy bank.
So we will then
You
say
didn't
you
think
are
that
also
through.
10
Goody.
feet up.
Dexterity, yes.
Saving throw, yep.
Saving throw, fantastic. That's a 13.
13. Slides straight down the side and lands in a heap there. Now, because it's a dome, you sort of just... So you're not going to take any damage, but you do slip off this thing.
I'll stand up
turn
and
to
brush
Tommy.
myself off.
Nailed it.
Yeah, he meant to do that.
Nice.
That's what he does every time.
Takami's literally just going to be there like this at this point. Just, for fuck's sake.
Honestly, he is a catch. He's got a lot of good qualities. You just don't see them.
Jewel
all.
would follow his action if she can.
Are you going up or out?
Oh no, I'm just going out. So what she would do is she'd be like, "A pleasure," and then just lean forwards into basically the spell and just and would end up directly in front. So would go
Put yourself where you want.
there.
Very good.
So we can't see Jewel.
You... Is it any... It's not an invisible
don't-
wall of force, is it?
No, but you just
As
made
in,
it English, so
sorry, it's not
gonna
an
be-
opaque one.
No,
Oh,
you
yeah,
made
but
it
then I
English,
said
so
it
it's gonna
formed
be-
a perfect,
okay.
icy dome, so you can see. So it's just like staring through frosted glass, if anything. You can still see where Jewel is. Very good. So Jewel and Edius, as you both cast Misty Step, that mist becomes almost like just a puff of snow that just settles down onto the floor. As Jewel, you step out the other side. Edius, you step to the side. The other three look on in disbelief. And now I need those initiative rolls, please.
Alrighty then.
Ooh,
God.
19.
19 for Lexicon. Jewel?
17 for Kevin.
Oh, 17 for Kevin.
Fuck my ass.
14. 14.
That's a
Can
bold
we just clip
ass.
that, just for out of context? It's a sound drop.
Fucking.
Takami in your head. I'm not into that sort of thing. But,
Fucking.
so Edgy's got a 4, yeah?
Edgius.
Takami, the
Edgius
legendary pecker of Kunaria or whatever shit. Sorry.
I got a 6 with a roll of 2.
What's your dexterity score, please?
My dexterity score is a 15.
Very good.
The fuck was that asked for?
Yeah, what?
Because
Why are you
Takami
worried
also
about
rolled a
taking away my
6.
dex score?
Um,
shows how in tune we
very good. With that being said, then, Lex, you are up first. Is there anything else you wish to do? As your two friends have now exited out of this dome, you see these 4 creatures just inside, just sort of, and you can hear it a little bit muted, but those screams, those moans, those whispers.
I would just say, we got 10 minutes to get the hell out of here. And then I'll start shuffling my way across the ice. Would it count as difficult
dexterity
terrain in terms
saving
of how
throw.
far I can move?
I am now
Okay.
going to say that it counts as difficult terrain for the sake of combat. Yes.
Fucking hell, why do I give you ideas? Dexterity saving throw of a 17.
17, so you are fine. You do manage to walk on without slipping
20
over,
feet.
but yes, you are now in difficult terrain.
20 feet. And that's what I'm going to do.
Anything else? That's all you're going to do.
No.
Fantastic. Cavern.
Takami, let's hit it. Let's fucking... With Lex. Let's go. And I follow.
After you.
Oh, sure. Just follow me. Stay close behind. Dex saving? Or we good?
Yes, please.
Fuck.
Sorry, I was getting DMs in the background.
Let's say 9. Whoop!
A 9. So you step past Takami and onto the ice and fall prone.
Okay, it's a little bit. It is slippy. It's a little bit slippy, Takami. So just be
And
careful.
you laughed at me, wankers.
I didn't. That wasn't me laughing. I was cheering. I'm your biggest fan.
Oh, sorry. The wind is distorting all the sound. What did you say?
Yeah, no. I said it's slippery. It's really slippery down here. Just stay up there. And I start
They're
crawling.
angry
Very
in the
good.
dome.
You start crawling. Okay, so again, it's still going to be half movement speed. You've moved 10 feet so far and fallen prone. So whatever your movement speed is, it will be halved anyway.
All right. Can I
difficult
crawl
terrain.
a couple steps? Get myself up to all
You
fours?
can crawl
and-
as much as your movement speed allows you to.
Yeah, but I'm going to try to get myself up to all fours as gingerly as I can, and then stabilize my feet,
Okay.
and then walk run for the rest of my movement.
Okay. So I'll say you do climb up and then manage to sort of move again. So where are you moving to?
I'm moving toward Edgius on that side, but my movement is now a little bit like ice skating. I'm getting a rhythm where I'm like, kind of one foot is going out, the other foot is going out. I'm getting my balance as I start
So you
sliding.
can move
toward him.
10 more feet.
Yeah. Yeah, it's slow going back here. Just give me a sec. I'll be there.
Very good. So you're going to move to there, 10 feet?
Yeah.
Excellent stuff. Cool. Anything else on your turn?
I got your back, Lex. You just go where you go, and I'll follow you, and I'll get you covered. Certainly behind, I'll cover as well. Where's Takami? Takami, get over here.
Get over here. Very good. Jewel.
We were heading towards sort of a bridge, the other end of the lake or something.
Yes, so if you zoom out on the map, you will see the bridge in the northwest corner of the lake.
Cool.
Which is the worst bridge I have ever designed on Incarnate. I'm going to be really honest with. I could just not get it right.
We all know what it is, and that's fine.
I'm just trying short enough that it won't take us 3 hours to get across it like we usually do.
Man, I can't wait to climb that tower that's in the corner over there, because that's a tower over there for sure.
What is this thing in the centre on the small lake? Is that raised at all? What is it?
It is, you see in the centre of this lake, as you now step through and step forward, you see immediately in front of you on like this snow mound what looks like icy bones, and then beyond that, just ringed by holly bushes, a stone dais. Stone platform.
I'm going to run towards there. Yeah. Is this automatically difficult terrain?
Yes, automatically difficult terrain.
Cool.
You're on ice.
Jewel will get down onto all fours, her claws come out, and use feline agility to bring it back to normal.
Okay.
So 5, 10, 15. We'll jump over the holly bushes, just in case.
Okay. It's fine.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So I think we'll reach there.
Very good. The minute you step onto that raised dais, blue light begins to glow from it.
Whoops. Is it from the whole dais, from this whole thing I'm standing on? What?
Literally, the whole thing is now glowing, and there's just this blue beacon, effectively, that shines straight up into the sky.
I think they know we might be here. I mean, kind of can't go anywhere else. How are you getting on?
Are you doing anything else in your turn?
Is there any writing on it? Is there any distinctive marks, or is it just that it just lit up? Can I see it?
Make me an investigation check, then, please.
Call 28.
28. You see a number of runes written and language written on this. Remind me of the languages you speak.
Common, Elvish, Halfling, Thieves' Cant.
You don't get the majority of this. It looks like it's written in some abstract language. In fact, I believe you have seen Sylvan before, but you couldn't read it. You had to get Callum to read it previously. So you kind of recognise it as Sylvan. There is one word that is written in Elvish, however, and that word is Glimmermere.
Cool. No, I don't think there's anything else I can do.
Excellent stuff. Edgius, then, you look at this dome as one of these creatures just turns to look at you and steps through the wall because they have incorporeal movement and just step straight through it. And as you've deceived them and tried to entrap them, they are no longer happy. So they are going to make an attack against you. I should also say...
Matt, can I just check? The wall extends into the ethereal plane, blocking ethereal travel. Is that what you just did?
No.
Okay.
It is incorporeal movement, so the wraith can move through objects and creatures as if they were difficult terrain, and that's it. So they can just move through physical barriers, essentially.
Oh, swank.
So, good catch, though.
It was a good plan until it wasn't.
Is a 15 to hit as they reach out to you with this icy hand.
1 second, let me just confirm what my thing would be with my mage armor. 13 plus dexterity. 13 plus dex. So that would be 15. 15 is exactly what I have, so I'll shield and block it.
Shield, so you... As this hand just catches, your shield itself takes the form of like this magical snowflake that then just folds itself around you, and the hand just butts against it. Very good. That will be A's turn. B is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Lex,
30,
it didn't work!
35, 40, 45 to there, and steps onto this dais, and it is going to try and catch Jewel.
Oh,
They
fuck
have
off!
a flying speed of 60 feet. And that
Is it affected by the
not
blue
what I
light?
thought it was. No. That is a 16 to hit Jewel.
I mean, I hate doing any of this. I have an armor class of 20, but I can't remember why. Someone cast something on me?
I assume you have a magical bonus from a previous episode, which you need to remove.
That's why I thought it was that. So that didn't work either. So 17.
17 still does not hit. So as it goes to sort of rake across you, you just sort of dart out the way. It was 16 to hit. That will be it. Go C then. Is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's going to try and attack Lex. That's better. That is a 24 to hit.
Fucking hell. Yeah.
Nice. You are going to take... What's that? 14... 17 points of necrotic damage.
Ooh. Fucking hell. Okay.
You cannot regain hit points until the start of this creature's next turn. I also need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh my god.
What, for the concentration spell?
Nope.
Or for something
You'll
else?
need to do that in a minute as well. For something else.
Well, it's redundant now, isn't it? 25 on the con save.
25, so you don't feel, you like feel the icy touch of this creature, and it saps your energy, and it's almost like you feel your legs beginning to freeze slightly, but you manage to withstand that. And now I need you to make me a concentration check.
Well, I'm not bothered
Constitution
about the
saving
wall
throw
of
of
force
10
anymore.
or above.
You say
So you
drop
can
it.
Because it clearly
choose to
hasn't-
fail that.
Yeah, it clearly hasn't worked. So that
Very good.
drops.
So you choose to ignore concentration at that point then and just drop the wall of force, which just shatters into just icy mist. That will be C's go, and then D is just going to go straight up 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So there, comes behind Cavern. And we'll try and attack Cavern.
50 feet of movement.
That's a 60 feet of movement, flying speed.
Shit, God.
17 to hit Cavern.
Good God.
Yep,
Fuck.
that's a hit.
That is going to hit. Cavern is going to take 11, 12, 13, 14, 17 points of necrotic damage. You also cannot regain hit points until the start of that wraith's next turn. There's a clue as to what they are. I also need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Damn. Oh, that's alright. That's a 24.
24. So you two feel your legs lock up for a moment, and then you just break through it, and manage to withstand whatever that was. But you do take the damage. Very good then. Takami is immediately going to use a bonus action. She summons her arms of the astral self, but she will do so as she steps up next to the creature and makes her dexterity saving throw of a natural fucking 20.
Oh!
So she steps onto the ice, holds it, and then you just see these astral arms just... and as they appear... in fact, she didn't necessarily have to move, but that wraith needs to make a dexterity saving throw. I shit you not. No, that's a 10. I need to use a different dice because I keep thinking that's a 20. So that's 10 plus something. 10, 13, which is not enough. That immediately takes 2d6 force damage as the arms just batter it. That couldn't have got any fucking worse on that. That is 2 points of force damage as these arms appear. But she is then going to make an unarmed strike using the arms of the astral self. And I'm just going to make this easy on myself. Misses with the first one. So she will then use a key point. No, she can't, because she can't use a bonus action, but she's already done that. But she has a second attack anyway, as per her action, so she will roll again, and I'll make this easy on myself again. So she makes another unarmed strike, using the arms of the astral self. Really shit roll, because it was a 7 on the dice, but luckily it is a 15, which is enough to hit. So this wraith takes 9 points of force damage. As it's almost like all of those astral arms collect into one, and she just swings and slams into it. And that counts as a magical attack, which is good. Very good. Edgius, I need you to, and in fact I needed Takami to do the same. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Fantastic.
Does Jill need to by being close to it, or is that gonna
Wait.
Be... Alright.
Saving throw, Constitution. That's a 14.
14 is not enough. You are going to take 10 points of cold damage.
What am I taking this damage from, good sir?
You feel an icy aura around these creatures.
absolute little bitches. That's what I can tell. Can I ask a question, GM? As now that the dome is gone and I can see this courtyard in front of me, this frozen courtyard.
I mean, this little snow-patched area in front of you.
The one with jewels in, actually.
Yep, with the fucking Belisha beacon of blue light, absolutely.
Yeah. So, something's really odd. Edgius only recently had been thinking about his origin story of how he became Edgius Bones. And in that recent episode of memory that he had, there was a battle with a certain someone where 2 skeletons would have probably been left in a place, as well as that there was a blue light shining on a plinth that was encircled by bushes and had statues by it. Can I make some sort of roll to see if this is the mirror image in the Feywild of the place where Klein and I had our fight?
Make me a history check with advantage and take a point of inspiration, please.
Fucking love it.
I like this.
History check with advantage, you say? That's a 22, and I'll add the inspiration. Thank you.
Very good. So with a 22, as you look around and sort of see this, yes, you get that almost chill down your spine, your very exposed spine. This is almost picture perfect Feywild representation of where you faced Klein.
I think Edgius would deduce that that probably means his understanding from what Lex has told him about these other planes is that they're like almost mirrors to our own plane, but then with, you know, like they're almost their own version of that. So what that probably tells Edgius is that back in the real or the material plane, that wherever they opened this portal was actually really close to where him and Klein actually fought in the forest anyway. So I think Edgius would probably want to do some investigating. So Edgius is going to reach into a little pouch on his pocket where he keeps all of his spell components, and he's going to pull out a thin tongue that is forked, a tiny bit of honeycomb, and a small vial all in one hand. As he does, he's going to stand in front of A and be like, "Here, watch this. Try and keep track of the honeycomb." And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start whipping things around its head and then juggling it in front of it with shadows mixed in as I cast suggestion on this creature.
Very good. And as you do so, you weren't expecting it, but these items begin to form this melody, almost like ice wind chimes, that just flow around this creature. What are you suggesting?
You do have to make a wisdom saving throw. Or if you don't want to make the wisdom saving throw, I'm also happy to proceed with.
It's a natural 20 for a 22, but I'm also going to let you in on a little secret that these creatures have immunity to being charmed.
Bollocks.
All the components fall to the ground, and it just goes, hey, friends, and then Edgius is going to just, can I move through him as he's semi-corporeal?
You can certainly try.
Cool, I'm going to run around him.
It's difficult terrain, remember.
Fuck yeah, you're right. So
apart from the snowy areas, which do not count as difficult terrain. Sorry, Dave. I should have said that to you earlier
so
as well.
5, 10.
Oh, that's alright, thank you.
So I reckon I can get to there.
Attack of opportunity. as well.
Yeah. Go on, do your damn attack of opportunity.
24 to hit.
Fucking hell.
And you have shield up.
Wait, 15 plus 5. That's only 20. Yeah, you're all good.
Yeah. So
Cheers,
even
pal.
though that snowflake is sort of around you in this weird bubble that moves with you, the creature just punches through, and one of the claws just rakes against like your wrist. You are going to take 15 points of necrotic damage. You cannot regain hit points until the start of that creature's next turn. I need a Constitution saving throw, please.
So much yuck. Oh, fuck me, that's a 6.
6. So you get to there then before you can step onto the ice. Your movement speed is reduced by 10 until the start of that wraith's next turn.
Great. You didn't like my magic trick? There's no need to be a dick about it. That'll be the end of my turn.
Just moans and sort of screams at you. Very good then, Lex. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
12. Oh, I'll use my inspiration.
Go for it.
25.
Say that again.
Wonderful.
I used my inspiration and re-rolled and got 25.
Hey.
Very good. You take 8 points of cold damage then.
Ah.
Would have been 16.
Okay, so noting the cold damage every time, I'm going to use a bonus action to use 4 sorcery points to twin the 4th level spell that I'm about to do, and I will touch myself and Cavern and cast protection from energy, and it will be cold damage that I'm going to choose.
Nice.
So now we're resistant to cold damage.
Nice,
Both of you notice as these ghostly blue flames begin to lick over your skin. They don't do you any damage, but you start to feel less of that cold.
Nice.
And then, because I've used a bonus action and an action, I'm just going to try and now leg it. And I will go...
You twin spell as a bonus action, didn't you?
Yeah, the conversion of this, I suppose the sorcery points is my bonus action in it. So, 5, 10, no, can I go 20, can I? So 5, 10, 50, 20. Over here, behind the statue. Like a brave soldier.
Your under is showing.
Well, I can't bonus action hide.
Spend sorcery points equal to a spell's level to target a second creature within range. The meta magic to twin a spell is not a bonus action. It's only when you are converting them to spell slots that would be a bonus action. So using your meta magic option consumes sorcery points but does not cost you a bonus action.
Okay. I've still not
You
really got a
technically
bonus
have a
action,
bonus action if you wish.
that
Okay.
I... Oh, actually, do I?
Unless you do want to get any more spell slots back.
Do I want a 5th level spell slot back?
You're going to take an attack of opportunity anyway, but that will miss. Because that is 12 to hit.
Nice.
Luckily, I've got my braces of defence on, so I've actually got
Your bra of defence, yeah.
my bra of defence.
Let's just call it from now on. That's what it is.
Those deep cups really helped me not get hit that time.
Swing them around.
No, I don't want to don't want to waste that bonus action yet. No. Okay.
Very good. At the end of your turn, then, it is over to Cavern. Cavern, I need you to make me one Constitution saving throw. Sorry. Constitution saving throw.
Is this against a spell?
No, it is against an aura.
Okay. 15 plus 6, 21.
21. Very good. You are going to take a measly 5 points of cold damage, which I believe you are now resistant to as part of protection from energy. Is that correct, Danny?
Resistant against cold damage, yeah.
So you will then take 3 points of cold damage instead.
Okay.
And then what do you wish to do?
As a bonus action, I'm going to rage.
Rage!
And I'm going to say to Takami, I've got these two. Go up ahead and see if you can help the others. And I will wield my gavel of equity against the one that's closest to Takami.
Very good. So you're going to swing at D, raging as well. So you will get a +2 to your attack roll, I believe.
Yep. Ooh, that's a 26, 28.
Gonna hit.
Yeah. And what is the one that I can get an additional +2 to damage as well? Let me just make sure that I got that
So you
going.
have Divine Fury.
Divine Fury,
when
yeah.
you're raging, the first creature you hit on each of your turns takes 1d6 + 4 necrotic or radiant damage, which for you is radiant. I'm just trying to see if you've got anything else, because rage only gives you a... Oh no, sorry, yes, that is a +2 to melee damage, not a +2 to hit.
Okay. So it's 1d8 + 3. That is 5 + 3, 8 points plus. Was it 1d6? Is that what we said?
1d6 + 4?
+4. So that's
1d6 + 4.
Yeah, that's 4. That's 8, and 7 is 15 points. No, sorry, 16 points of damage.
16 points of damage plus your 2 is then 18 points of damage to D.
Yep.
And
I actually
radiant damage in there.
Is it floating? Is D floating? Are they like kind of?
Kind of. Their feet don't really touch the ground, but they are immediately in front of you, sort of thing.
Okay. So I was originally going to try to sweep its legs out, but I don't know if that would work so well. So I'm just going to go straight for a torso attack, just to deliver as much bludgeoning damage as I can. Yeah.
Swing.
Well, no, that's
no.
That was the first one. The second one.
Yep.
I'm going to step to the other guy, and try to occupy that one as well. So I know I'll risk an opportunity attack here, but that's fine.
So you're going to move to there.
Yeah.
Very good. Unnatural 20 to hit with an opportunity.
Yeah. That hits.
You're going to take 14 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
And I need a Constitution saving throw.
And a con saving throw. That's a 16 for con saving.
16. You are not slowed.
Okay. And I will
So very
wield
good.
my
Second attack.
Yep, gavel of equity on this one. Here we go.
So this will just be your damage plus 2 if it hits.
Fuck's sake. I don't think I'm going to hit. That's an 11.
11 does not hit. As you step forward and you feel that sort of cold, death-like touch rake across your back, you swing wild with the gavel and just miss. Sort of just don't quite connect. Very good.
Right.
So that's your bonus action and action. Anything else?
I'm going to try to drag these guys away from Takami. So I'm going to move again. I know I'm risking an opportunity attack here, but I'm going to move down south as far as I can go. So,
okay. Remember, it's
follow
difficult
me,
terrain.
fuck faces.
So
I'm over
5,
here.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Yeah, excellent. Opportunity attack. Misses. That was a 2 on the dice. This one just... And then lets out
Nice
its
try.
ghostly whispers.
A little slow on that one. Yo, D, C.
But
I'm over here.
with that, however, Cavern has taken a significant amount of damage, though.
Is he? What's he on?
46.
I'm on
93, I believe.
about half of what I usually run with.
Oof.
Very good. Jewel, make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Constitution saving
These
throw.
con saves are going to fuck us up, man.
Which I have advantage on at the moment because I have a soul trinket. So that is. And sorry, that's a Constitution.
Yes, Constitution saving throw.
17.
17 is enough. You will take half damage, which is 7 points of cold damage.
Okay. This is not going how we planned, everyone. And then we'll look back at the creature in front. Odds this for me, and we'll lob her. Well, not lob, but stab the dusk dagger towards B.
Now,
Yes.
this realm is in perpetual twilight with an aurora above the top, so I am going to say, for the sake of this, your dusk dagger's effects do take effect.
Do take effect. Cool. Amazing. So, I'm going to say, I don't really know whether this would be a thing or not, that I'm not aware of the fact that Soul Trinket just helped me there. So I'm going to say that I'm also going to use these Soul
Does it
Trinkets.
disappear?
Not if
Okay,
I
never mind. I'll shut up. I'm preempting stuff.
That's alright. So yeah, I have advantage on a con save while I have a Soul Trinket, but I will then use the Soul Trinket to give me sneak attack. I presumably I only use that one if I'm going to hit, but as far as I'm aware, I'm just going to double check. When you deal sneak attack, you can destroy one of your soul Oh no, sorry, is that the wrong way round? I got the wrong way round. To use
Let me
Whales
have
of
a
the
look.
Grave.
So,
I'm sure there was something that
Soul
I could
trinkets.
use.
Tokens of the departed. So, while a trinket is on your person, you have advantage on death saving throws and constitution saving throws. When you deal sneak attack on your turn, you can destroy one of your soul trinkets. To
Sorry, I
immediately
keep reading
use
that
Whales of the
wrong, that
Grave.
it gives me sneak attack if I use it. It doesn't.
And then there's the third one, which is more role played.
Yeah, it's just there's one at the bottom that says tokens of the departed sneak attack, no action. But that's just, it's when I deal sneak
That's
attack.
when you. Yeah.
However, I can do a bonus
you
action and I can
have-
use steady aim, so that's what I will do
That's
instead.
what I was about to say. Yeah.
I use my
so
bonus
you
action.
take that steady aim, and then stab it.
So no, that will also
You
give me
can't move
advantage.
anyway.
Can't move, not going to, and so with a 26.
Yeah.
I hope I'll hit. That was a good roll. Liked that one. That is then going to be 5. Wow, bloody hell! It's just a lot of dice.
5 points of... Oh, no, sorry.
No,
I think
no.
then 5 points of damage then.
It's five
It's 5d6
dice
you're on
to
about.
pick up. There we go.
Yeah.
24 points of piercing damage, plus yeah, 5 points of psychic damage.
5 points of psychic damage.
No one is particularly within range of me at the moment. No one's in range of it at all. So, but then I will also then do an offhand. No, I can't because I use my bonus action. That's it. I'm good. I'm
Very
not going to
good.
move.
So you then hold yourself in there, stab in, and as you stab in, your dust dagger just sort of surges, and there's this icy crack that just down the front of this ice wraith's face as that psychic damage shatters its mind slightly. Good round. Good round. If that's then your turn, we go to the ice wraiths. A is going to then over to there. It's going to chase Edgius.
Why?
And
Don't be a dick, Ice Wraith. Fuck, man.
make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Wunderbar. 12.
12. It just opens its mouth and those whispers come out and this icy, freezing mist just out. You take 28 points of cold damage. Now, I believe you have resistant to cold, or was that on Cavern? That was on Cavern, wasn't it?
I did it on Cavern, yeah.
So you take 28 points of cold damage.
What does that put you on?
25 out of 67. I'm not even gonna make it to go investigate. Guys, this was not worth it. We're not high enough level for this trip. Let's go back. This was a mistake. Apparently, halfway through the levels, we're not good enough yet.
B then is also going to open its mouth at you, Jewel, and I get a Constitution saving throw from you.
Ah, great. No longer have advantage on that bad boy. So that's an 11.
Why do you not?
Because I got rid of my soul trinket.
Did you not have 3?
Bear with.
I thought you had 3 already.
I did. All right. I got advantage. Thank you. It's still shit. It's 14.
14. Which I don't believe is enough. No, it's not. You are going to take... Oh, there's a lot of ones in there. You're going to take 17 points of cold damage.
Why couldn't that also be a dex save? Can you just clarify one feature for me, please, Matt?
I can indeed.
I'm just going to find it, and then you can tell me exactly what it means. Do I still take the damage? I'm trying to find it now. Okay. Shadow Gaunt. Jaunt. Sorry.
You need to have actioned a certain thing in order to use that. So that's part of
My cloak?
No, it's part of your feat from if I remember rightly, Shadow Jaunt. Where have you got that from?
The Veil Weave cloak, unlocked at 7th level as part of my cloak. That's why I want to double check.
Ah, yes. Sorry, I couldn't see that. Once per rest, you can use your reaction when you are hit by an attack to transform into a shadowy mist and teleport up to 30 feet away. Absolutely.
Is this an attack?
Yeah.
Cool. Does this mean that I evade the hit as well, as in the damage? Because it says to evade danger.
No, yeah, that's my bad wording. That's more of a hint to basically say you can now reposition yourself somewhere out of danger rather than evading that immediate danger. You're still going to take the damage, but in fact... No, fuck it. I'm going to allow that. Your reaction is to just disappear out and not take the damage.
Amazing.
So it's kind of like your version of S.H.I.E.L.D., isn't it?
Yeah, and especially as the fact that I can literally only use it once. And also, it's still going to catch up with me, but I'm going to do it on this occasion. So, as this turns, I turn into temporarily snowflakes, I'm assuming, which is unusual.
Yeah.
And then would end up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 out here with a little skid. Just a... not kind of going...
Snow appears in one place and you then... like this flurry of snow roils round and then Jewel appears. Very good. In that moment then when you step off that dais, as this creature just... that icy blue light where it was like a beacon from around the edge of the platform just concentrates into the middle, so it's a single beam of light about 5 foot wide, this column that just burns up into the sky. Excellent. That will be B's
What does
go.
this mean?
What does it mean?
It's calling for reinforcements.
Is it calling for reinforcements, or all of us meant to get onto the dais?
No, I've been listening far too much. So. Very good. C is then going to take Cavern's Taunt and move 5, 10 down to there, and is going to...
GG, Tom. It's been good knowing you.
Oh, shit. That bounced down.
It's all good, dude.
That is a 10 to hit.
Oh, thank fuck for that.
That's a miss.
That is a miss.
Better be.
D. D has got Takami with it, so it is going to move towards Cavern, but
You too!
first it's going... Oh, in fact, make me a persuasion check, Cavern.
Ooh. What's my persuasion? Persuasion. That's a 19.
19. It ignores Takami in this moment then and begins to move towards you. 5, 10 to there. Takami gets an attack of opportunity, which she's going to swing with her astral arms. 17 will hit. She then deals 7 points of force damage. She punches into the back of D. Very good. And then D is going to make a claw attack against you, Cavern, which is 8 plus 6.
14.
Maths, 14.
I've got a 14.
So that does hit.
Shit.
Go on.
You can take 16 points of cold damage. And I need a Constitution saving throw.
Is that half because of Lexus?
Yes, so you take 8 points of cold damage.
Good job,
Use that
Lex.
spell.
That con was
Actually
not
going
great.
to
That's a 13
Go
for
on.
con save. 13 for con save.
13. Your movement speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of the Ice Wraith's next turn.
Okay.
Those blue flames that lick across you sort of take the brunt of that. In fact, that's necrotic damage. That wasn't cold damage, so you would take the full 16, sorry.
It.
Right. Okay, another 8.
But you then feel your legs sort of lock up slightly, and it's almost like the joint just becomes slower and more difficult to move as your movement speed begins to reduce. But that is the end of that Ice Wraith's turn. Takami, seeing this, sort of looks at you, Cavern, where you're bloodied and battered, looks at the rest of the group.
I say to Takami, drag them back into the snow. They're kicking our asses on the ice. Maybe they won't fucking do so well in the snow. Go backwards, see if they'll come your way. Go 10 or 15 feet backwards, see if they'll fucking go that way.
Okay, so she's going to dart in. In fact, she's going to dart into there. Wait. So that's 5, 10, that's 20 feet of movement that she's used to get to there. She's going to make her 2 attacks, one on C, one on D to begin with. So the one on C hits the 21. And she deals 10 points of force damage to C. She's going to do the same again with her second attack. Oof, 18 still hits. She's going to deal 8 points of damage to D, which as she does so, D's form just sort of begins to crack, and D is now bloody.
Oh, finally. What
Then she's going to use her bonus action to use Flurry of Blows and make 2 extra attacks. So
Oh,
she
shit.
spends 1 key point, 2 extra attacks, and she's going to do C&D again. That is a 16 to hit with the first, which works. So 9 points to C. And then she will do her second flurry of blow. So yeah, second flurry. 23 to hit. Oof. And that will be max damage 2d, which is 12 points of force damage.
Come on, take it out.
So she knocks 7 bells of shit out of D, and you can see its form, like some of those icy spines just fracture off as the astral arm just punches in. And with that, then she sort of looks and turns and darts back towards the snow. She has 50 feet of movement speed, generally. So that's halved to 25. Where did she get to? Because of difficult terrain. So she was up here.
She's done 20, isn't she?
15, 20, 25. No, yes, 20 feet of movement. So she's then going to go 25, 30, 35, 40, and there. She'll get back to there. Just.
And I say, all right, your plan was better than mine, but all the same, start trying to fucking lure the other ones towards you. Just yell at them, prompt them, fucking goad them, get them off of the other guys.
What you'll notice is as these 2 icy wraiths turn to them, all of the arms that she has, all of them, she just winks at them and all of the arms just go. And the middle fingers come up everywhere. But you also notice this sort of silent focus on her face.
I yell at these 2, and then also to the others. There's a girl over here kicking all your asses. Just to let you all know, just to make everyone aware, we are whooping some serious ass over here.
He says with blood coming out of his ears.
Edgius, you still can't regain hit points until the beginning of A's next turn, I believe.
I thought
however,
it
it
was.
is your go.
I thought it was the beginning of their last turn this round, or has that happened again? Because I failed.
Oh, what? No, they used. Sorry, yes, that's correct because they used their freezing mist attack on you, didn't they?
Yeah.
So,
That's all good.
yes,
I wasn't
you
planning
can
on gaining
regain
hit points
now.
anyway.
No, it's fine.
It's alright.
We don't
I wasn't
have a
planning on
healer.
gaining hit points. It's not how this team does. Edius is going to turn around and be like, no, seriously, you don't understand. You need to leave me alone. You see that big plinth over there? That's part of my backstory. You don't get it, but that's a big thing. I'm going to go deal with that. You fuck off. And Edius is going to cast Tasha's Mind Whip on the Wraith. So can you make me an intelligence saving throw, DC 18?
I've got some main character shit to do. Do you mind?
I'm a little busy at the moment.
I rolled a natural 2 for a grand total of 3.
Hey.
Awesome. So, the great thing about that, Matt, is the fantastic thing about that is you take 16 points of psychic damage to start off with.
Ouch. As this icy whip lashes out from Edius and wraps itself around the skull or the head of A, and you just see some of the spines again fracture off.
And as well as that, with Tasha's Mind Whip, I'm so glad that you failed because it can no longer take reactions until the end of its next turn. Moreover, it can only choose to move, do an action, or do a bonus action. You have to choose one of the 3 next turn. You can't do more than one.
Holy shit.
Come on, do that every time.
Yeah.
And then Edius is going to casually walk away from it because it can take an opportunity attack.
No, but I do need you to make me a Constitution saving throw at the top of your turn, which I forgot about. I think.
Fucking always.
Yes.
20.
Nice. You are going to take then. 5 points of cold damage.
Great.
Halved.
Let me do that.
Half down from 9.
5 points of cold. Is it just that the ice is cold?
No, the aura around
no,
them is
it's
very
definitely the aura. I was tempted to pull out my Tears of My Player's whiskey glass there, but I figured that would be taking the piss too much.
No, putting it over ice would be even worse right now.
Touche.
Edgius will
that would be
turn
good.
around. Will turn around, and Matt, with my free check, I would like to look at B and go, "Hey, look over there! Look at the cat!" And I'm gonna point at Jules and try and do
What the fuck?
Send him this way. Send him
some
this
sort
way.
of charisma check to point it towards Jules.
Oh,
I'm going to say make me a persuasion check with advantage because it's already looking at Jules.
That's a nat 20.
Oh,
B's attention is
Joel.
now solely focused on Jules.
Cool. I would
Jules is also
like
just
to-
flipping the bird at Edgius, like.
I'm like, you'll get it, don't worry. And then my aim with this was to distract them, almost like feint them away and give myself an opening. I'd like to cast Firebolt at the second one after spending 2 sorcery points to quicken my Firebolt.
Quicken spell. Very good. Go for it.
Can I question, because he's distracted, is there any sort of buff or anything as he's fully not looking at me and he's got like either side turned to me or anything like that?
Technically no, but I like the distraction, so I'm going to give you a +2 to hit.
Beautiful. Nice. So just on my die and my modifier, that's a 27 plus your 2, that's a 29.
I don't think you needed
Fucking
that.
hell.
And
Dave, where did that one come from?
that is a solid 17 points of fire damage as Edgius grabs his wrist and a huge ball of fire goes blasting out and hits the side of this homie.
Very good, and you notice that again your flame is blue, almost like a Bunsen burner flame as it flies out, and it takes on this almost will-o-wisp type form as it then just connects with the wraith. Some of those spines just melt, and you notice that the holly bushes, where the fire blasts out, they grow rather than become burned. They just grow.
Oh,
Okay.
Feywild, y'all.
Beautiful. Edgius is going to turn to Jewel and say, "See? I'm not fucking around anymore. I've had it with these fucking ghosts and this fucking Feywild." And Edgius is then going to walk... Damn, I'll do it on there, so it's good. And then, there. As he walks past the bones, can I inspect, does the skull on the ground look anything like my skull?
Make me... technically you've already done... fuck it. Make me a very quick... In fact, what's your passive perception? Let's do it that way.
Oh, buddy. That's exciting.
Or
I
passive
never
investigation,
noticed
I'll allow that as well.
that. 20 on passive investigation. If this is my body, I would like to try and deduce whose body it is by the skull, and if it's Klein's body, I'd like to look for his amulet.
Very good. As you step past this skeleton then, which is now covered in ice, it looks like any other humanoid skeleton. It's very difficult to figure out whether this is down to a particular person. You walk past and sort of, is there any amulet or anything around there? You don't see anything in the ice and snow as you make that passive check and wander past. Danny's doing a lot of prep is all I can say, because there are fucking rulers popping up everywhere.
I can't get it in the head. There's a lot going on.
With that, Edgius, anything else in your turn?
I'm gonna enter.
Stop moving, Edgius.
I'm gonna go through the edge of the holly bush, and I'm going to step on the plinth, igniting it, with hopes to next turn start looking for anything that would be of value to investigate while I'm here / take with me and investigate later.
Very good. As you now step onto that dais where you were expecting it to glow again. That thin beam of light brings it down. You now just see this floating orb of blue light.
What?
Just above the center point.
What the actual fuck?
I can't. I have no more movement. I can't.
That is your turn.
Yeah.
Lex.
I can't
Well, all the stuff I was planning is now fucked because he just kept walking away. The man
Lex,
with
what
the
was
least
that?
amount of hit points, I was going to help him out. But
Lex, I
that's
can't
the
hear you
fuck with
behind that statue. What?
me. Yeah.
I mean, I know what I'd do if I were you right now, but...
Well, yeah, fuck edges after that comment. I will see how fucking far away you are now. I'll move to here, so then I can use Bastion of Law on Cavern. I'm going to use
Holy
five sorcery points, which means you've now got 5d8 circling around you in the form of icy, snowflakey gears, so you can now use 5d8 to reduce damage done to you as you see fit.
Holy
That is my
So you have a
action.
pool of 5d8s then, Kevin.
Yep, which Edgius could have had if he didn't fuck off. And I will then actually...
There's
Oh no.
plot
If
to
I've
do,
used my
Daniel.
action, can I still speak to one of them?
Of course you can.
I will say to C, if you kill us, the Lord of Wind is going to be very angry with you because we've brought him exactly what he requested. If you deny him his Fey Portal, you will suffer his wrath.
Oh, come on.
The portal already exists.
Well, motherfucker.
But I control it. So if I die, if these die, it's gone.
If you're dead.
That's a good point.
And that's what we call a backfire, ladies and gentlemen. Cheers.
Well,
Damn.
I got nothing.
Kevin. Anything else on your turn,
spell-
Lex? Any movement? Actions?
Two
bonus
spellcasters
actions?
just
Anything like
shitting
that?
the bed.
I mean, our negotiation has been
I've
on
got
top
nothing
form.
left. I've moved, I've used my action, I spoke. My bonus actions can't really do much, so no. That's me.
Very good. Kevin, over to you.
Yeah, while Lex distracts C, I'm going to take as powerful a swing as I can right now to swing through C and try to get D as well in this one particular action if I can. So a full, almost like a discus spin with my my gavel of fucking equity.
Okay, then. Here's how this is going to work. I can't remember the exact rules we did last time, but essentially this is going to use both of your attacks on your action. If you hit, you will deal maximum damage, which is then spread across the both of them.
Okay. Is that
Okay.
is that a more advantageous result than just separate actions, hitting one and then hitting the other?
I'm guessing it's good risk reward.
So I'm assuming you're two-fisting this gavel right now.
Correct.
Two hands on it.
Just
Needed to get the word
two-fisting
fisting on
it
stream.
right now.
Yeah, double fisting it. So, in which case that would be a total of 26 points of damage spread across the two of them.
Yep. Yeah, so I am actually going for... I'm going to do it. I'm going to go for the weak spot of C as he's turning around facing Lex. So kind of right in his head area so that it'll go through his head and then carry on to give as much damage to D as possible as well. Here we go.
Okay. Yeah, roll to hit, please.
13. That's a 20. 13 plus 7.
Absolutely gonna hit. So.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So you are going to deal 26 points of damage. I'm going to let you decide that distribution of damage.
Okay. I'm guessing that D is on death saving points right now, so I'm going to give 18 points of damage to C. Just literally taking his head off, or trying to take his head off.
Yep,
And then
so you
carrying
smash
through. Yep. Carrying through to
8 points
plunge
of damage to D.
my
then, yeah.
gavel of equity to D. Yep.
Very good. So as you spin this through, you deal a significant amount of damage to C, but not enough to injure or bloody it. And then as you strike into D, a number of other spines come off. It is still up. So yeah, I'm also, because you're raging, going to put an additional 1 point of damage onto both of them. And roll me your Divine Fury, please.
Oh, I thought that was included. Okay. Divine Fury is
1d6 plus 4. I don't think you did that, did you?
No, it's 8.
In fact, ignore me. As I choke.
Have some more whiskey.
Yeah. Serve you right for fucking with us.
Something caught at the back of my throat there, fucking hell. Almost died on stream. So yeah, we'll say 5 points of radiant damage to the both of them then, because your maximum Divine Fury is 10. So there's that moment as you smash through one into the other, and then, because it's so quick, you sort of rest there for a minute, and then there's just these two golden glows that just... That, then, is enough to bloody C and damage D even further. So, yeah, the D really not looking good.
Okay.
Bonus actions?
Bonus actions, do I have any?
You've got 2 weapon fighting, but technically, because you are double fisting this hammer, you can't do that.
True.
Mm-hmm.
He loves to
True.
double fist the hammer.
I do love to die. I guess I'm going to just stay right there. I'm not going to risk opportunity attacks from these two homies. Actually, you know what? I'm going to step right between them. So that's not because I'm in opportunity attack range anyway.
You
It's not
also
risky.
have the
Go on.
ability called Divine Smite now as a paladin, which allows you to expend 1 spell slot to deal 2d8 extra radiant damage to the target, plus 1d8 extra for each spell level above first. Now, you've only got first level spell slots, so you can expend one of those spell slots if you wish to deal 2d8, essentially 16 points of radiant damage, because I'm maxing all this out for you as part of this swing, across these 2 creatures, should you wish.
Let's do it. Fucking Divine Smite the fuck out of them.
Very good. So again, there is just this extra, I'll say these, like golden lightning bolts that come out of nowhere, and that will be 8 points of damage to both of them as well.
Cool.
They've got to be looking. D's got to be looking.
Still fucking
D's really, really fucked right now, but they are both still standing.
You guys are tough. You guys are impressive. Because I thought I would have killed you with those. Okay. Well, fucking, let's go. Let's see what you got. And I just get down in a. I don't move. I just get down in a defensive stance. Just bobbing, waiting.
I should have also made you do 2 Constitution saving throws, so we'll do them now.
Okay.
And this is where you die.
No.
Yep.
I got 21. Plus, remember, I got
come on,
my
That's a success.
I got my 5d8s
You need
that
to
you
do a
gave
second
me.
one.
Yeah, that's true.
So your second
Ooh,
one as well?
That one sucked. No, that one sucked. The second one is an 11.
So that is 14 points of cold damage, which is then reduced down to 7 because of your protection from energy. Yeah. You can roll a d8 to try and reduce it if you want, but it's up to you.
Let's roll a d8.
1 out of your 5 d8's gone.
That was 3. So I reduced the
so
7 to
4 points of cold damage.
Alright, and I'll keep my other 4 d8 just in case I need them.
So as these snowflakes roll around you, one of them just melts in front of your face.
Is that all
Very
you
good.
got?
That will absolutely be your go if you are not moving. Jewel.
Yep.
Okay, good lord. Intrigued as to what's happened with this this plinth, this dais. How fucked over is B looking?
I mean, it's bloodied.
Shit, Eddie's isn't quite close enough. So this might be slightly disappointing. I'm also going to do a Danny, and I'm just going to check because I didn't realise that. Does that mean it's 20 foot away or 25 feet away?
That means it's... where are we? I can do it 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet away.
It's 25
It's
feet
from
away.
you to it.
Okay. I will steady aim again. This will mean that a throw is actually at disadvantage.
No. Straight, I would have thought.
So it's therefore straight is what I was
Yeah.
coming to, yes.
Yeah.
So I will throw the dust dagger at B.
Very good.
Because it's only straight, that no
I will
longer
allow
means-
you... In fact, no, flanking's only on melee attacks, isn't it?
Yeah, but also because it's now down to straight, because then I still don't get sneak attack.
You've given yourself advantage on the roll.
Yeah.
The advantage is cancelled out by the nature of the distance, so I will still allow sneak attack on this if it hits.
Cool. It does with the 28.
Excellent stuff.
So, this is 10, 15, 19, 20 points of...
Hell yeah.
20 points of piercing.
Nice.
Points of piercing.
8
B,
points of psychic.
8 points of psychic as you throw the dust dagger and it cuts
And
through the icy holly that just shatters and stabs into the back of B. You see
Does it
this
go through
blue,
B?
like really light blue crack as it stabs into B. And then again, Edgius. In fact, no, Jewel, it's looking at you. So on its face again, you see another icy crack that just where its brain sort of shatters again slightly from the psychic energy.
and also a shadowy spectral version of the dagger will also spear off to A.
So it's technically a shadowy version of you, isn't it? So I will say this snowbound version of you dances around to A and just slices across.
Cuts in with
For a total
necrotic
of-
damage, so I don't know whether it does anything.
Go for it. How much damage?
16 points of necrotic damage.
You notice as this blade cuts in your snowy form. No damage.
That's what I thought. But I was going to do it anyway. Okay. Can't move. Bonus action was to do that. So I'm staying here.
Very good. A then is going to make a decision.
It's got one thing it can do. It can move, action, or bonus
Yeah.
action.
It's going to have to move, so it's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to there, and that's it.
Oh, nice.
It's going to go down to there.
Nice.
Well, you said it can only move action or bonus action, so if it can't do fuck all else, that's it.
Yeah.
B is going to step right up to you, Edgius, and is going to try and attack you with those claws. Natural 20. Shit you not.
Oh, you bugger.
Can I reaction shield, which will then give me an AC? Oh no, it will just be 20, won't it? Which still hits. Never mind.
It's a
Yeah, go for
natural
it. Hit
20.
me.
Natural 20 always hits.
Hit me.
But it is a critical hit.
Bye, guys. It's been good. No investigating for me.
24 points of necrotic damage.
Sick. I'm gonna roll my
Fuck!
classic. One sec. I do have an
Those
ability
D8s
for
would have
this,
been helpful, wouldn't they, Edges?
Nah, it's all good. Kevin needs them more than me.
The shade
Right,
off that one. You are thinking of your... where is it?
Where the fuck is it?
Strength of the Grave.
Yeah.
Make a
where the
charisma
fuck
saving
is it?
throw.
I've got to make a charisma saving throw. Wonderful.
And you need to beat 29.
That's like, it is in the 20s, but it's not being at 29.
Very good. As this icy claw then rakes across Edgius, and you see almost Edgius go rigid. He is a skeleton, but you then see the bones begin to turn blue as Edgius becomes an icy, frozen statue.
Ice, babe! And then I'll just be frozen there.
Oh, shit.
There we go. That is B's go. C then is going to attack.
Nope.
Is it? I'm going to get Takami to roll a persuasion check. Natural 20 again. C is going to step away and head towards Takami. So, Kevin, you get an attack of opportunity if you would like to swing once.
Hell yes. Let's do it.
Gavel of Equity. You'll get your +2 to damage if you hit because you are raging.
It's a 20. Sorry, is it? Do I get
Absolutely
to?
going to hit.
Hang on a second.
After the raid.
Hang on. Is it just a straight roll, or is it a roll with your weapons bonus points? Or so
Yes.
am I attack? Okay, it is. Okay, so that's
You're attacking with a gavel.
19. Yep. So that's 19.
19 to hit, so still hits. Yes, so you're 1d10 plus whatever plus 2.
Thank you for the raid, guys. Thank you very much indeed.
Yeah, that is amazing. Thank you so much for joining us.
As we face certain death.
Yeah, we are really, really.
It's looking
really,
grim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's 15 points of damage.
15 points of damage. Awesome. Was that with the +2 as well?
With the +2.
With the +2, fantastic. You swing then as this creature moves away from you towards Takami and get a good smack across the back. And a number of these icy spines just shatter off. Very
Over
good.
here,
It
shithead!
is gonna...
I told you, it's over here!
So that's 5, 10, 15. It will get over to there. Just before it takes its move then, I am going to let all of those raiders know that just by joining us, and for anybody that enters into the chat tonight as well, you will earn tickets for our massive bumper giveaway, which we will announce the winner of next week live on air. So thank you for joining us. You've just entered into a potential to win Dice Tower, dice, PDFs, bundles galore, and a character cheat sheet from yours truly as well. There's all sorts of prizes we are giving away. Fantastic.
You need to get them while they're hot because this is a TPK and we're going to be rolling for new characters next week. So
very good. C is going to step right up to Takami then, and C has not done this yet, so C is just going to go and blows out that freezing mist. And Takami needs to make a Constitution saving throw. Oh, it's a 14 on the dice, which is a grand total of 17, which is enough to save. So she's going to take half damage, which is going to be 10 points of cold damage to Takami. So she just sort of holds, and the astral arms come up as it sort of glances over the top of her, and as it doesn't do quite as much damage, she then just settles down into that offensive stance, and that will be C's go. D then is going to immediately try and D is gonna go after Takami as well, because Takami did persuade it in. It's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20 up to there. It's also going to use its freezing mist ability.
Hang on, it's opportunity attack,
16 right? On the dice. No, you only get one as a reaction.
One reaction per turn.
Fuck. So she saves again from that freezing mist. Again, brings all those arms up. She's going to take 12 points of cold damage. You can see sort of the pink hair is back, and there's little ice crystals in it, but then fall out. And again, she settles herself down into that offensive stance and just breathing in that silent mode that she is. And with then Takami's turn, she is going to unleash hell on these two creatures. So first two attacks are going to be 17 will hit on the first one. She's going to deal 8 points of damage to... She's going to go straight to D. And as all of those astral arms collect and sort of follow the fist and punches into D, and you watch as D just shatters into ice and is gone.
Nice!
I fucking warned you guys. I told you. She's a badass.
Sits down, or not sits down, but settles down and focuses on C, and she unleashes that first sort of Wing Chun punch, if you like. 1-inch punch towards C. That is absolutely going to hit with an unnatural 20. And 8 points of force damage to C. She's then going to channel that key point and takes another deep breath, collecting that energy in her center, and just follows up with chain punches. And that will be... I'm going to roll both of these. So that is 21 to hit with the first, 25 to hit with the second.
Oh, beautiful.
8... 19 points of force damage with these astral arms, as again you just see, and like that scene out the Matrix again where Agent Smith is punching into Neo and the arms just sort of follow afterwards. She continues chain punching the astral arm, and again C shatters into ice.
Yes. Awesome.
Go Takami.
Go Takami.
Takami sits there and just sort of brings the arms together, and then her eyes sort of flash open. She looks out to the battlefield. She looks over to Kevin. Go.
Let's do this.
Edgius,
that way now.
I need a death saving throw, please.
Let's go, Edgius.
Edgius,
we
frozen.
can save you.
We'll like look at the wraith next to him and be like, oh god, this sucks. Nat 20.
No way.
Hell
Holy
yeah.
shit. And he's back up to 1 hit point.
In that moment, then Edgius looks towards B, and the ice around him just shatters as you return to consciousness, almost. I'm going to say not consciousness, because you've just been frozen, because we're in the Feywild, and fuck it, why not? You are still bloodied, but you have a single hit point.
Unreal.
There's a time.
Now.
Yeah, there's only one time.
The thing about death saving throws is they are made at the top of your turn, so you now have a full turn.
Unreal.
I now have a full turn.
Come on.
Okay. Beautiful. Just to fuck. I guess. Fuck it. I'm already in its range. I will. I'll reach my hand down to the side, And in my mind, I'll start counting along with heartbeats that Aegis is feeling, not actually feeling, but in his mind. He waits 10 heartbeats and then summons his Shadow Blade as a bonus action. And
Takes
I'm
the
just going to
form
make
of this blue blade, like icy blue shadow. But yes, carry on.
And then I'm going to just attack the dude twice with my one attack and then my extra attack.
Excellent stuff. Go for it.
Come on. Fuck it up.
That is 13 points of psychic damage.
You need to roll to hit first, please, mate.
Oh shit! Sorry, my apologies. You're right, I do. You're totally right.
Getting far too excited.
I was getting far too excited. That's a 18 to hit. 18 to hit.
18 is absolutely going to hit.
Cool. 13 points of psychic damage as Aegeus just like quick thrusts once and then throws the shard blade into his other hand, catches it, and stabs again with the. So that would be the first one. Then second attack.
So your first attack, as you stab in, you stab in, and you watch as this sort of wraith just looks shatters.
Here we go.
Aegis will drop to one knee and be like, "Fucking, you absolute bitch! Yeah, take some of that." Oh god, what a bad day. Fucking, and we thought we were just gonna waltz in and get Callum. Fucking idiots. And I will crawl to the center of the plinth, reach my hand up, and grab the blue orb.
Oh god!
As
and
your
he
hand
explodes.
passes into that blue orb, you feel a hand grip yours, and that blue orb grows out into a
I would like to rock, paper, scissors the hand.
feminine figure, and as it takes form, this icy blue skin forms out as this hand reaches towards you, and then these dark shadows form around it and wrap around into this long shadowy dress, which then takes form into a full-on dress. Ice white hair flows around from her back, eyes of pure white surrounded by like thick black eyeliner, and two dark antlers, black antlers that just grow out from her skull takes form as she stands before you holding your hand. And that, my friends, is where we are going to take a short break.
Oh no!
She
One
better fucking be
HP in a
allowed
dream,
to.
baby. 1 HP in a dream.
I hope she's on our side.
Too sure
So
how you
so.
fuckers pulled that off, but fuck me. Yeah. So yes, thank you everybody who has rated us. Please stick around for the second half. I will capture all of your names into our giveaway sort of rotation sort of ledger that we're doing, just so all your tickets are captured. But yeah, if you like it so far, please drop some chat in and earn even more tickets for the giveaway as well. But yeah, we'll be back in a few minutes because I think all of us need to go and decompress for a minute.
See you in a minute.
Code word for a piss.
Back in a few.
Back.
Hey yo.
Ew, let's go.
There we go. So thank you to everyone who has stuck with us. I have now entered everybody who has tuned in to our little giveaway spreadsheet, and I'm pleased to say you have all earned 10 tickets just by being here. So there you go.
Thank you very much.
Fantastic.
10
Right.
tickets.
Absolutely. And as the chat is going on around the Wandering Tavern and some of Home in the Dudes adverts that you saw in the break, you can win them. You can win both Sky Zephyrs and the Wandering Tavern PDFs and the Roll20 conversion, I believe you were throwing in as well, guys, just by being here and entering into that giveaway. So thank you very much. Right, with that being said, we are back up to the top of the round with Lex and a single Ice Wraith left facing...
Fourth level chromatic orb at the Ice Wraith.
Just straight away. There you go. I mean, we're off to the races.
Not
you know.
fucking around.
With a 25 to hit.
Absolutely going to hit.
Get eviscerated. Get
Up
eviscerated.
you. And, right, a 68. 1,
68.
68?
3, 4, 5, 6. Get ready for some quick maths. 5, 10. It's easy because they're 5s. 5, 10, 15, 17, 24, 30 points. And I'm going to choose thunder damage because I'm thinking that'll shake the ice and vibrate it and shatter it.
Fuck
That's
yes.
nice. That's good, yeah.
Yeah, good shit.
Nice.
Good shit. Fuck that ice ray.
So 30 points of lightning damage, you said.
Thunder.
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 Da-da-da-da-da-da. There you go. This snowball streaks through the air, and as it flies towards then smacks against the back of its icy head. And yeah, you deal a significant amount of damage to that creature. It is now bloodied, as a number of these icy spines just shatter off and become mist.
Yeah.
Anything else on your turn?
I will 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Start moving towards Edgius.
Very good. As this woman feminine fey figure in this dark black dress stands probably around 12 feet, Edgius, just to make that clear. This is a tall woman.
Nice.
Could we,
much
But yes,
do we need a token on the map for her? Just worrying.
There isn't one big enough.
Kind of worried.
I'll put one on just for the fucking sake of it. I'll create it very quickly. Cavan, do you want to describe to me what you're doing on your turn?
I am rolling. I'm casting. What is it called? Guiding bolt on.
Oh shit.
Oh, nice.
That remaining rate.
Oh shit.
So that's for.
Are you dropping your rage to do this?
Yes.
Very good.
So it's
Drop your rage.
46 plus.
Needs to hit first.
All right, let's go. That's 17 plus 6 is 23.
Fuck yes.
20.
What a
right?
turnaround this is.
This is your
23
first
to
like
hit is
thrown
absolutely
spell.
gonna hit.
Yeah, it's my first paladin spell.
This is your first ranged spell ever. So
Yeah.
Does it come out of the hammer, or does it come out of you?
Oh, are you like Thor?
It comes out of my my groin area.
I was just going to say it's coming out of his dick. I just knew it was. I
Coming out of the
absolutely knew
bulge.
it.
Fuck's sake.
Just thrusts with fucking force. Just the hardest crotch chop ever.
Go on then. Deal the radiant damage. As your rage subsides, and use that moment to calm yourself and call upon the power of Paragon.
That is 16 points of
16 points of radiant damage.
radiant damage as I spread my legs and just thrust forward.
But because that hits, you now see that this golden glow surrounds A as it's just lit up by this crotch bolt.
Cock bolt, come on.
Cock bolt, yeah, just fuck, who knows, whatever. Yes, anything else on your turn?
I too will start making my way towards Aegeus. So
Very good.
3. Is this half movement? Or we got full movement
Still
now,
half
don't we?
movement because it is difficult terrain.
So it's 30. I think that's where I am. Is that right? Do I have... What's my movement?
I think you're.
You
Technically move
have
50,
40
15.
feet of movement. So, yeah.
There we go. Oops, right there.
As I very quickly make this.
So 40 feet halved to 20?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep, gotcha.
Excellent stuff. And that is your turn, I believe.
Yep.
Cool.
Homie's still alive?
Where are we? Is Takami still alive?
No. Fucking last.
A.
Oh, is A still alive? Yes, A is
yeah.
very much still alive.
Fuck's sake. I look down at my crotch, and I'm like, I guess we're gonna have to work on that a little bit. I just readjust myself as I'm walking forward.
Very good. Alright.
Your spellcasting focus is your dick. That's so
Shit, no, much too big. Much too big.
Whoa, lady, chill.
There
And she's
is
still
she.
holding my hand?
She's still holding your hand. She's sort of
Sick,
bent
okay.
down, holding your hand. So that is Cavan's go. Jewel, then, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Ah, this is going to go well. 12.
You, as you're stood in this icy aura, are going to take 12 points of cold damage. That was a little bit weird.
Cool. So that.
But it is then your go. Now, Edgius, is Tasha's Mind Whip still going, or is that it now?
It's just one. It was till the.
Just one
I think
turn.
it's either
That's
start or end of its next turn, basically.
That's cool. Now, Jewel, you already have advantage on whatever you decide to do because it is glowing from Guiding Bolt. So I check my own posture there.
Cool. Do you know what? It's not going to change what I'm going to do, but what it will do is... so first of all, can I just check that this square here, that one there, is that occupied right now?
No, I'll allow you to sort of squeeze in next to her if you wish to.
Yeah. To be honest, it doesn't matter whether it's there or the one to the left of it, but basically I'm going to look at A and go, wait there, I've got something for you. And then he's going to just step backwards into a second Misty Step.
Nice.
We'll end up there, which is where B or whichever one it was when I hit it with the Dusk Dagger. Yeah, that was hard to say.
Absolutely.
Pick it up, and then we'll go... Excuse me. And then we'll walk back 5, 10. So I'm now in range, and I will be in normal. So that means that my advantage sticks to throw.
Indeed. Well played.
To throw back the Dust Dagger. And that will be a natural 20.
Holy shit. Right, that's double everything, including Dust Dagger effects, sneak attack, all of it. Just the whole shebang.
So...
To anybody who's watching this from the field, you've just seen Jewel just move around the battlefield and then pick up a dagger and throw it. Like, it's like, I imagine Lex has got whiplash just trying to keep track of this.
I don't even bother trying keeping track of Jewel anymore. Wherever she is.
Takami's
like
probably
Nightcrawler.
rubbing her temples like, ow, oh god, that was so hard to track.
Right, 43 points
the
of
elevator
piercing
music.
damage.
There we go.
Fuck.
43 points of piercing damage and 14 points of psychic damage.
Suck it, Wraith.
Jewel. How do you want to kill this wraith?
It kind of turns, looking slightly confused as to where the fuck I went, and as it does, it just then sees this Dusk Dagger just coming straight forwards and straight in the eyes, and then it's just going to pause and then shatter.
Very good, and as it shatters... Very good. And we, my friends, are out of combat.
I'll just touch and go for a bit.
I am going to, in sort of the same round, I would be then running to keep up with my dagger, to then basically slide and pick it back up. So I would end up back over there.
Very good, MVP. I think with that hit...
I think Takami takes that one.
I mean, between Takami and Cavan, they did beat the shit out of those two wraiths.
Yeah.
Like, both of them dealt significant damage there. Takami sort of very slowly approaches and catches up. In fact, we don't need the map anymore. And catches up with Lex. And Edgius, you feel this just ice-cold hand gripping yours as you look up and see this woman just bent sort of over as she then releases your hand and just stands up and brings her hands together.
If I could, I would like to retain hold of her hand and get down on one knee.
She goes to move it, but you drop to one knee.
And I'd get down on one knee and I'd look up and be like, Mademoiselle, hello. I'm. Thank you for joining us on this plane of existence where you came through the small orb somehow. But thank you for joining us. Your presence is greatly appreciated. We were just being harassed by some ghost wraith things. Thank you for coming. I'll let her hand go and then bow my head at the end of my sentence.
I turn to Takami and say, "This is all part of the plan."
And she's looking around, just like, okay. This place is fucking weird. Edgius, this individual looks down towards you, and there's a frown that crosses her face. I have done nothing to deserve thanks.
Other than being as glamorous as you are, those antlers growing from the side of your head are truly the addition of the century. It's something that I imagine will catch on amongst folk in the coming years, as it is very ahead of the curve, one might say. So thank you for enlightening our fashion senses as you have arrived.
Can I say an Edgius'
The frown
head?
sort of settles a minute as you appeal to the vanity, but then you say thank you again and the frown deepens. I've done nothing for you to thank me.
And I'll go into Edge's head and said, remember the 3 rules. And I'll tell him the 3 rules. Never say thank you, never make a bargain, never tell him your name.
Ooh, good one.
I'm sorry, Your Majesty, ma'am. Who might you be?
You may call me Glimmermere.
Glimmermere. We are not from around here, I am sure you are aware.
This is evident, yes.
Do you mean us any harm?
That depends on what you mean by harm.
Do you wish to kill us or maim us in any way? Or stop us from doing our task, which is to save one of our friends?
I mean you no physical harm, but I do offer a glimpse.
Into? Question mark?
What ye may wish.
In exchange for?
There be the crux of it all. What
there
you
be.
offer in return for a glimpse. I could show you much. Maybe for a memory.
A memory?
It's a mammary. Do you know what a mammary is? Kevin, have you heard of a mammary before?
I think I do know what a
a
memory
shit.
is.
Takami just comes up and
You go
kicks
around
you both
with two
behind the ear. She said memory, you fucking idiots.
I'll just keep repeating in your head, make no deals, make no bargains, make no bargains, make no bargains.
Can I turn to Lex and be like, but what if she can show us the future? Can you show us the future?
be willing to pay the cost, I can show you much.
What's the cost?
What you be willing to offer?
I feel like does anyone else feel like this has been recorded by something and it's just like playing on a loop and I've got the answering phone? Or this is wild.
It's like talking to a really shit robot that's got 5 responses.
Yeah, exactly.
My answers are limited. You must ask the
These are
right questions.
That detector is the right question.
There is literally 0 AI being used in this version of this robot.
How many R's are in strawberry?
I'll be like, okay, I get it. What if, we were to offer, I don't know, a memory to you, one of our memories in exchange for a glimpse into something we wish?
Bargain.
I nudge up to Aegeus, and I just say, "Isn't that a fucking deal? We can't do a deal. Be careful."
I do not consent.
Guys, you're
This individual looks down towards you.
Work in their manner. If we're going to be part of this culture, we need to, Edgy is just enchanted by the darkness, the evilness, the gaunt face, the long legs that he imagines
there's no
are under that
malevolence
long
here.
dress.
Oh yeah. This woman's pretty hot.
Yeah.
And he's basically
she
head
then-
with her vagina. Is that what you're saying?
She will kneel down onto the dais and sort of settles herself into just sort of this knelt pose, placing her hands in her lap before you. There's still at least 6 foot of woman, if not 7 foot of woman, that towers above you, Edgius, as she kneels down. You may ask a question. Just one question.
For a memory?
Can he at least pick the memory? What if she takes the
Bargain
memory
is
of...
struck.
Fuck.
Okay, well, if I choose to do so, then I'll consider giving you a memory. Do you take coins, like gold? Do you take boot gold, to be more specific? Gold that has been within one's boot?
In that moment, Edgius, you feel like you have lost something.
She said one question and you
As
just
you
asked her a
just
question.
asked.
Wait, did I make a deal?
Yeah.
When did we shake hands? You didn't shake my fucking hand.
Edgy is not getting the in the fey, don't fuck around.
I'll ask her. I didn't realize we shook hands. I didn't realize you made a deal with me. My apologies. If I'd known that was the case, I thought we were stating terms. You said state what we would trade. I'm happy to make a deal possibly, but I would like to possibly consider what my options are before I make a deal. I'm sure you could understand as a fey creature, navigating these kinds of conversations are important in such a way.
I lean to
still
Lex and
feel
I
that
say,
loss.
is he speaking for us, or is he speaking for himself right now?
Joel is currently rummaging
I-
through
I-
Lex's
I said I did not
pocket
consent.
because yeah, basically looking for. I believe he's got the healing potions. When finding it, we'll then just walk over to Edgius and just shove it in his face, just while he's just talking like an idiot. So
I'll go like this. Edgy.
This fey looks to the rest of you. The bargain was struck. Does anybody
Not
else
with me.
wish to ask a question?
Nope.
I will remember that, and I'll remember that the Fae are filthy cheaters. But I appreciate your time. Thank you for your time, and we look forward to engaging with you again, Glimmerstone. And we'll pass on the word about this encounter to others. Hopefully you'll get more deals coming your way. Appreciate you.
You are going to take a colossal backhand as you insult a fey. Jewel, I suggest you roll those healing points.
What healing potions did we get last time?
Just normal ones. He stole a crate of normal ones.
Cool. So that is what is that? 1d. I don't know what they are. Sorry. I'll have to find
It's 1d4 plus 4.
2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2.
2d4.
Yeah,
plus 2,
2d4.
something like that. Yeah.
5, 6, 7. 7 whole points there, Regius.
8 points.
And you lose 42.
You lose 6 points of damage as this as this colossal backhand just slaps across your face. Watch how ye be treating with me in my domain.
Well, Glimmermere, this has been wonderful. We are going to leave now.
I step up
you.
next to Aegeus, and I'm like, I turn to Aegeus, and I'm like, fucking, do you want me to step to this person? Like, that was bullshit.
I'll look at Calvin and I'll look back and I'll go, hey, it's your domain. Whatever you fucking want, apparently. So, hey, I look forward to hopefully seeing you in our domain one day. How about that? And anyway, have a good time with your plinth of uselessness. We'll catch you in a bit. And Aegeus will put a hand on Calvin's shoulder and step back.
I kind of put up an arm across Aegeus' face, bracing for another slap, just in case it's coming.
She ignores Aegeus at this point and turns to Jewel, Lex, and to Kami. A single question.
Yep, and we've had the single question,
you
so
wish.
we're all out of questions. So it was lovely to meet you.
Yeah, that was useless.
See you next time.
This was not valuable at all.
Fare thee well in the frost veil. And
Yeah.
her body
all the
shrinks.
best.
The blue skin becomes that blue orb, that single beam of light, and then the sort of 15-foot wide beacon that then fades down.
Jewel turns to Lex.
Aegeus.
I really wanted to ask, just were I don't know, were they on the side of the Frost King? Where were they? But no, it is good job you were
It's
being
not
cautionary,
worth
Lex.
losing. I mean, you don't even know what memory you've lost, Aegeus. It could have been your wife and child.
I didn't lose anything important. If I did, I would remember it. Aegeus is going to pull out a piece of paper and write on the piece of paper in his
That
pocket.
makes perfect sense.
Aegeus is going to
I'd
pull out a
remember
piece
what
of
I forgot.
paper, and he's going to write on the piece of paper. It's going to say "to kill" list, and currently on that list it has the word Klein on it. Underneath that, he's going to write "Glimmer asshole" and fold up the piece of paper and put it back in his pocket. And continue walking. Matt, you can add to the super objectives of Aegeus that I gave you earlier in the week to clear Glimmermere in the future.
Very good. We are in the Unseelie, folks, and the Fae do not fuck around. Very good.
Yeah, but they're fucking. Their deal making is bullshit.
Don't worry, it's okay. Her reputation's fucked. We're gonna spread word. It's like a 1-star Yelp review. You know when you leave that like on the notice board outside a tavern and you write Yelp and then people go and read it and it's like 1 star. This place sucked ass. The bartender was a wanker. You know, I think we do something similar, but we spread it around the Feywild that Glimmermere. You don't make deals with Glimmermere. She's gonna cheat you out of some shit.
Which is exactly what Lex said
What
to you
did you
about
not
2
pick up
minutes ago.
from Lex's whole like, I know I can speak to you telepathically. I heard what he said. Don't make a fucking bargain. You made a fucking bargain.
I mean, did I? I didn't see a hand get shaken. I don't think I actually made the deal. At no point did I said I'm willing to trade.
You asked the fucking question after she said the bargain had been struck. Idiot.
What she
Fucking
said.
hell.
When was the deal made? To Kami, you've got to understand.
And you said
there's,
yes.
There's honor to such things. There's
They work
honor,
on
balance
trickery.
to Kami.
Right, well,
They work on
We're
trickery.
not in your home. We're in their fucking home. Let's not dick around with any more Fae.
All right.
And I get that. I'm not going to dick around with any more Fae, trust me. But we are going to
So
spread
to
the
that
word
end, let's go
about
find
that
the Lord of
bitch.
the Fae and stick with him, right?
Just
Exactly.
one note of that. We were going to bargain to give them a portal for our friend, and how is that going to work in our favour?
Well, I asked one of
Did we
those
not
icy
already?
people while we were fighting. I tried to convince him to stop trying to kill us by saying we have the Lord of Winter's portal. We can give him what he wants. Stop killing us. He'll be very mad. And he said he's already got a portal and he doesn't need us. So the bargain's off anyway. We need a plan B.
Cool. So we are going in with
kill them.
nothing.
No.
Yeah, like always, like fucking always. We have nothing. We have no fucking.
I don't want to
I
state
have
the obvious,
one
but
hit
at
point,
least
actually.
3 out of the
We've got
5 of
something.
us look like shit right now. Do we need to take a beat? I don't know.
I think we just keep
Do you
going.
want to?
I mean, look how far the castle is.
How far are we from the portal that we opened? Actually,
We
could just
so
go
you
back
come
out, get a bed, and come
through
back
the
in.
forest, and remember you had to answer a shit ton of riddles to get through the forest to get to this
Yeah.
point.
Okay.
Edgius has 2 hit points.
No,
I've got 10
one,
healing potions, but that's not enough.
1 hit point in a dream. It's all good. I don't actually need the heals. We're gonna be fine.
Okay.
Edgius is gonna point at the castle and go, "What the fuck are we waiting for?" Literally, this happened because I kicked a tree in frustration. This was the biggest waste of all of our fucking time. Let's go to the fucking castle.
Fine.
And shall
Let's
we?
get Callum. Get the fuck out of
Yeah.
here.
My bad, team. My bad.
I will
fucked
say
us
then-
for,
No, no.
for a session. My bad. And Edgius is gonna walk ahead.
I will say as that happens, Takami's going to rush up next to you, Edgius. And she sort of walks alongside you. She can feel the wrath, the rage that's sort of emanating off you, and she's just going to... She looks at you, continues walking, looks at you again. And then in your head, you okay?
He's gonna turn to her and just with an empty skeleton just say, "Get out of my head. Seriously. Stay out of my head. It's not a place for you." And and
I'll take that as a
we'll
no.
just continue walking.
I
Probably
walk
slipping
up-
every now and then on the ice, a little like fucking
Could
shuffle
I
as he's going.
Sorry, that fucking vision of a really pissed off Edgius who then goes, "What fuck?"
Yeah, exactly. There's definitely a couple of those every now and then.
Having to put the arm out to balance, like.
Yeah, exactly.
I walk up to
Can
Edgius
we,
and I pull out my pack of cigarettes and I just kind of push one up with my thumb and put it in front of him.
Edgius grabs it, lights it with fire from his finger, blue flames because we're in the frost veil. Is gonna take a drag,
shit, wrong button.
and
I say to Edgius, yeah, that was fucking bullshit, man. That was total
Fucking hell.
bullshit.
The amount of
That's
flame that
overkill.
comes off Edgius's finger based on that VFX. Fuck shit. It's that scene out of Harry Potter, isn't it? And Gorge goes, "Whoa, Reducio!"
he's tired. He's not in super control at the moment. He'll ignore what Cavan said, and he'll say to Cavan, "I know what she took."
Okay. Important?
Edgius will look over his shoulder to make sure that he's out of earshot of Takami, Jewel, and Lex.
Takami sauntered back to where Jewel
Hang
and
on,
Lex
I'll
are.
turn the
And
headphones off so I don't hear it in real life.
there we go. Do that. Dave, do the same.
Edgius takes a drag and says, I know I had a child, but and Edgius chokes up, but I can't picture his face anymore. as in Edgius's mind, he thinks to his child, and he thinks back to every memory that he has of his child all the way through his entire life with his child. And every memory now has almost like black shadowy static in front of his child's face.
How far away are we from the plinth right now?
I will say you're now entering onto the bridge to walk across the bridge.
Hey guys, I've been thinking of
lake.
I've been thinking.
Kevin,
could we just play them at their own game?
Lex, it's not. This is just give us a second. Just give us a second.
Oh shit.
We'll get it back. I fucking guarantee you we'll get it back. I fucking guarantee you. Yes.
Hey, Kevin.
What have we lost?
Ed just looks at Kevin deep in his eyes and tilts his head as if to say, shut the fuck up and keep it to yourself. And then kind of tilts his head back and goes, yeah, Kevin, what did you drop? And starts looking on the ice.
I would just like to say, Edgius, you're a terrible liar. We've established this several times. What am I missing here? I feel out of the loop. I don't like it.
Lex.
No, Kevin just dropped something. He said.
I dropped my lighter, Lex. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Takami at this point will grab Lex's shoulder. Let's just leave it.
I think he's forgot how to be our friend.
No, he hasn't. Just give him a bit. Whatever it is.
Jewel will turn to Lex and Takami and be like, not that we needed to remember, but this is why it is dangerous here.
I mean, you said this Lord of Winter had taken your friend. I didn't exactly enter in here expecting it to be a walk in the park. I know we're, like, you know what I mean.
Yes.
Yeah.
We just... mind games are not my best suit either. So...
Speaking of mind games...
I thought you knew the Fae. Sorry, Lex. Go
on. No, it might be a fruitless thought, to be honest, but I was just thinking we could play mind games with the Lord of Winter when we get there. Try and play him in his own game and try and trick him into giving us Callum, or at least a chance to get to Callum.
I'm going to put this out there just once. And then I will follow whoever's lead it is. I'm just here to help. I'm here because he said he needed me. Looks at Edgius, although I'm not sure how much
I did not. I didn't say that. Just for the record, I didn't say that.
Okay,
looks
I'll
at Lex then.
along.
Given how badly that just went, I'm assuming it was badly. Do we really want to go up against a Fey Lord and try and trick them?
I didn't say it was a good idea. I just said it was an idea.
I mean,
Well, you
Edgius
said
pops the court.
a portal for
to-
Callum. I don't know who this Callum is, but you've provided a portal. Is that not a bargain met?
Well, they told me he already had one, so he might, unless they meant the one we've created.
They could have been trying, and yes, perhaps that is what they were talking about. Look,
Well,
we need to go
that's
in...
the portal that exists, right?
Well, maybe.
The only one we know
There's
of.
others.
Well, we don't know if there are others. They were corrupt. I think that one may
Well,
be.
There's also naturally occurring rifts, which Callum's dad could tell them where they are.
Then we are going to
Who
go
is
in and we
Callum's
are going
dad,
to
like-
ask.
Are we going to be able to get both of them, or are you going to have to pick one? Because I kind of feel like you're going to have to pick one.
No, we kind of
I
believe
don't
that
even
too.
have confidence we're going to get any of them at this point.
I think
Look.
we go for Callum and we
Oh yeah, Callum is numero uno.
we try for that, and well, I tell you what, we ask for both, and when they return it to only one, then we have come for what we need.
Look, let me throw this out there, guys. First of all, I fucked up. I'm sorry. I love you guys. We're gonna walk in here like fucking
Edgies, you do not need to apologize.
rock
You just
stars.
also need to remember to trust us.
No,
Just
let him
hear
finish.
me
I could
out.
do with an apology.
Takami's gonna cross her arms and just be like, as if to say, "Me too."
Look, we always come at these situations from bad angles, with bad ideas, and we never communicate. As a group, we're really good at standing around and talking when there's fuck all to do, but when shit hits the fan, suddenly we all decide that we're individuals and we want to have these individual plans and these individual ideas instead of, taking a fucking second to communicate as a team and work out what we're going to do. I think, look, the Lord of Winter, clearly, if that stupid lady can outsmart me, I'm useless in trying to convince him of anything. Cavan did less schooling and education than even me. So, we're fucked there. I mean, I feel like Lex might be able to get a handle on some sort of intelligence-based something or other here, but I don't have confidence in our ability to outmaneuver or out-charm this person. But what we do have as a group
I'm
is
not
a shit
sure
ton
if
of heart.
Cavan is wise enough to feel the slight insult there.
I mean, I've counted 4 insults and no apologies so far.
I'm getting to it, Lex. I'm getting to it.
So, sorry, that was me talking as the DM, not as fucking Takami there, but yeah.
I think, though, if we communicate, if we get our shit together, and we go about it knowing that we're here to leave with Callum or not leave at all. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but ever since we kidnapped that dwarf in that other town, I've been all in with you guys ever since. So, I mean, I'll say this. If we can just pull our shit together and we know we're leaving with Callum or we're not leaving at all, and we go in with a strategy where, clearly Cavan can take a hit better than I can. Edgius points to broken ribs that he currently has. And clearly Jules can make her way around the battlefield, flank, and do things like that. We saw that with all the teleporting. Me and Lex really are served at being at the back until I run out of spells, and then shit, I'm gonna go stab some people with my Shadow Blade. And I guess Takami should be at the front with Cavan, but we've never discussed that or done anything like that.
I think you're absolutely right, Edgius. I think also before that, we do need to play to our strengths to avoid getting into brawls. I feel that I would be better telling the truth and trying to speak to people's fair assessment than I would be to try and deceive them. So I am willing to be truthful with these people, and as we say, we are coming with honest offers. These bargains may be unwise, but it is the best we have got. We do not have a leg to stand on if we try and go in and get caught.
Yeah.
As much as I wish that I could just slip out of the way, not to be seen, and go and grab our friend, I do not know how we are going to unthaw them.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's the main thing. The Lord of Winter needs to release him from whatever he's trapped inside of, right? So maybe we just need to...
I think also that it must be... We do not want to piss off absolutely everyone in our path. So if in any way he becomes an unlikely ally by us providing them a portal, it is far better to try and fail than to just get our friend.
Or even if we are going to break the rules and try and make a deal with him.
But Joel, you're saying bigger picture.
And how we do it.
We keep him alive, and he continues to what? Freeze other people's family, other people's friends, other people's naked Callums? Like what? We just let this continue happening, Joel? Like that's our new modus operandi. As long as they're not committing a bad enough crime, we let them go. We let them get. We just kill like
Edgius.
30 priests in a church.
Edgius, would you like to go after the King of the Elves next? It is just as easy to kill him than it is to kill the King of the Frost Vale.
Just because they are
saying.
bad does not mean that we have the power to be able to kill them. I get your plight, but let's win our battles.
That's what I'm
When
saying.
we can
though.
come back
if we
and
could
take
work,
him out, we will.
If we could work the deal in such a way where it gets us what we want, but stops him doing what we don't want him to do, could that be?
Is he also having one hell of a tantrum simply because he cannot make it to our realm, and he will calm down? None of us know. We've had a slight slither of his malevolence. And perhaps we just need to figure out our own things, and then we can try and find out if we have made a deal with the devil.
I mean, he only seems to freeze people in statues when they come here. So if we can just free Callum and his dad, hopefully, that will save everybody. Then all we just need to do is stop people coming here. So we just close the portal after we leave and light. Then stop anybody coming here ever again.
That contradicts the truth approach. Now let me say this. I know something that creatures of chaos like to do. I mean, and Lex, if you could devise, based off of what you're saying, some sort of approach that would mean that we could somehow outsmart this person, and I mean, if anyone's going to do it in this group, it's you. I mean, why don't we challenge them to a game of sorts? Is anyone good at cards or dice or something that, you know, we could maybe put up to chance as opposed to playing in their domain, in their castle, under their rules? Maybe we can bring it into something that's a bit more neutral playing field.
Is that okay? If we follow this, to what end are we planning to do this? For him to stop all of this, or are we doing it to him return everybody?
Maybe a bit of both. Maybe give us Callum and stop taking his anger out on people this way, or making these deals where he freezes people.
Is another thought. Do we know that everybody who has been frozen has not deserved it?
Oh, good point.
Kind of beat me to that one. Like, we have
I'm
no
sorry.
idea who
We are also talking about a
these people
king
are.
and his kingdom, and some people have slighted him, and some people may have deserved it. Maybe some of them tried to steal from him. Other people tried to defraud him. Other people tried to play a game and rig it. And other people he may have got pissed at because of the work that Callum was trying to do. So, I do not think it is as black as white as it is, and we need to stay on track. And what is that track? Get Callum back.
I turn to Aegeus and I say, look, man, I'm fucking just as furious as you are right now. And I want to deal violence to that king. But we came here with one mission. And fuck, dude. We haven't seen Callum for a long time. We don't even know how... We don't know anything about how he's doing. Let's just get Callum. And if we have an opportunity to fuck some shit up, I'm front and center. But first, let's just get Callum, and then we'll fucking figure it out from there.
I do like the idea, though, of beating up, appealing to his ego, and trying to beat him at a game that we know we are strong at. So it could be, you could say an instrument playing competition or something. Let's just make sure it's definitely not riddles, because we are shit at riddles.
Well, I don't think I should be front and center for any of this, Lex. Clearly, I just proved that I'm not the person to be leading anything of this sort. So I would be glad
Now
to
is not the
let
time for
someone
a
else
crisis
step
of confidence.
Look, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying maybe someone else should step up and take the forefront. I'm happy to take a backseat on this next one. I'm down to my last one tiny bit of awakeness right now. So
We,
I
of
think
course, will do it as a team, Aegeus, but we will have to follow our strengths. If it is the honest route, I'm happy to give it a go. If anyone else wants to play the The gamble, I'm afraid I am not going to be able to.
Well, if it comes to violence, I'll take the lead. But I won't act until that's the resort we're going with.
Yeah, and if it's we want to beat him at a challenge, I'm happy to present him with a challenge. It'll be like, oh, can you put this pocket watch back together? Putting a watch together is quite... I can do it, but, it takes years of practice to be able to do that. It could be something stupid like that. Can you fix a clock without magic?
I like that. And maybe it's time-based. How fast can Lex do it versus how fast can this Lord, Benevolent Sir Winter
There is definitely some irony to fixing a clock on the clock. I like it.
Yeah, don't ask me how we'll time it, but yeah.
Well, because the clock is broken.
Yeah.
Okay, Jess.
I don't want to be the one to, bring this back down, but, this all great. If it works, it works, but how are you planning on convincing a Fey Lord who owns this whole place to enter into competition to win back your friend? He could just say, no, what's in it for me? I
don't think he could resist the challenge to
lose.
get one up. I don't think
you
he'd
ever
miss
met a
the
king?
opportunity to glow.
We barely met the man. How do we know?
Because all kings and royalty are the same jewel, anyone who stands over so many people preaching that they are benevolent enough to make decisions for all one group of people is clearly one filled with enough ego to determine that their bloodline for some reason is better than others. I think we likely will be able to appeal to their ego.
Every fiber of my being. Whoa, where did that come from? But where does it say that the Fey Lord of Winter is a king?
That's what you've all been saying. Sorry, I didn't realize that a lord.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
That's true, actually, because we know that it's ruled by two queens and he's a lord, so actually in the hierarchy he's probably, third? Yeah. He's still going to have a big ego, though.
And also, Edgius, I'm sorry, I know I don't want to be the argumentative, but are you really going to tell Mara exactly the same thing? She's one of 7 families, and they all look after Union City, but I believe that Mara is of good heart.
Look, could I throw another idea out?
Please, do.
Okay, we're all in need of a bit of a rest just to get our strength up. But what is our biggest strength, our biggest skill? It's somehow getting into situations where it looks like we're gonna fucking die and coming out of that situation with what we want. I say let's rest up and let's find out what that Lord's vulnerability is, and let's do what we do. Let's get in there, let's fucking get Callum, and if it means we have to put ourselves in a situation where we're challenging our strengths against the Lord's strengths, whatever that fucking looks like, let's do it. We're good at putting ourselves into situations that are seemingly, from the outside, look like we ain't gonna get out of it. And we've done it over and over again. Let's rest up, let's sharpen our fucking swords, and let's get in there and get Callum. And if the fucking Lord wants to dick around with us, then he's picked the wrong group.
That was the pep talk I needed.
Let's go do it, Kevin.
Well, let's
yes,
fucking find some place to set up camp. Let's set up camp. Let's get some sleep. See if we can rustle up some food and a fire. And let's go fucking find Callum. And whatever's in our way, we take it down. One way or another, whether it's through cleverness, through strength, through fucking murder, we take it down. And we get out of here with fucking Callum. And one other thing, and I look to Edgius. And I'll leave it at that.
Can Cavan have a motivational speech feat? Because I'm pumped and ready to go now.
What I... Kevin, I think you're absolutely right. I really hope that we can get Callum back. And I hope that we can do it in a way that will leave us on the upper end. Do you by any chance think that if we get the answer of no with that we try alliances with someone else in the Fae?
Honestly, Jewel, that's as Edgy says.
We don't
I'm
need to.
fucking.
Yeah,
No,
I mean, we don't need to make that decision now. But the point is,
I think we go balls deep, and whatever it means, we're cutting deals. We're fucking in situations that may or may not look clear. We're just doing what we have to do to find out where Callum is. And
yes,
sure, if we can be diplomatic, we'll fucking be diplomatic. We'll get out with whatever that looks like. But I fucking promise you, the reason we're here is to get Callum. Let's just get fucking Callum one way or the other and get the hell out of here. This place sucks.
let's do it.
Right. Fucking set up camp?
Just over there looks good. Just under the trees.
Yeah. I go over to Edgius and making sure I'm out of earshot of everyone else. And I just say, we're getting that fucking memory back. I swear to God, we're getting that memory back.
Edgius pats Callum on the back and goes, I've lost worse things. I actually lost them once, so doesn't make much difference. And he walks off in the woods and he's like, I'm going to go get some firewood.
I turn him around,
and just
I grab
walks
him.
Into the wood.
I grab him, I turn him around and I say...
He's going to brush your hand off and just be like, I'm going to go get some wood. We need to set up. Look, light's going down. And is just going to walk off and whistle as he walks off into the wood.
In a domain of perpetual twilight where, Kevin, you sort of are distracted for a moment, you look up and see that eternal aurora that is in the sky. It just wanders off into the woods and you all begin to set up camp. Edgius, you wander, angry,
and wander up here.
Yourself, disappointed, furious, pissed off. All of those emotions just raging through your head in this moment, and two faces that just constantly pop up: Klein, Glimmermere, Klein, Glimmermere, Klein, Glimmermere. You wander through this forest without really thinking where you've gone, and begin to look around, and you're not sure where you are. But in that moment, a figure steps out from behind a tree. You really should pay more attention to where you're going.
I will scream and run in the other direction. Edgius has learned his lesson.
Oh, no, sorry. This is Takami that steps out from the tree.
Oh, yeah, but he just sees a figure step out and he just jumps, screams, 180 like Scooby and Shaggy running on the spot, and then just...
So you run back towards camp somehow and just figure yourself, and she just stands there and goes, wanders back, and as you approach camp, there is that hand on your shoulder. She does have a fast movement speed and just catches you. Stop for 1 fucking minute.
Oh, I thought you were some sort of fey creature who wanted, like me to trade my fucking elbow for a fucking
hand straight
cleaner.
On your face, like whole face, just a hand in your face.
Ah, you're in my eye sockets. Ah, get your fingers out of there.
Shut.
Like in Deadpool and Wolverine.
She just literally almost shouted, "Shut up!" Now, I don't know what happened. I'm not sure. I don't know what we're doing here. Ultimately, I'm here because of you. I do not appreciate your wrath when it is not my fault.
Your fingers are in my mouth. Sorry. Continue.
She takes her fingers out. You know, trying to get you to be quiet for anything longer than a minute is really fucking challenging. Maybe this'll work. And she's gonna step right up close to you, grabs the back of your skull and pulls you in for a kiss.
Aegeus is going to use his second Misty Step of the day. And is just going to like fall through her arms into the ground and down and disappear 30 feet away in the forest and put his back up against a tree.
And as she sort of... You watch from behind this tree. She's not even looked for where you are, but she just looks down at the ground. Okay. If that's how you want it. If that's how you want this to be. Fine. And the head just looks up into the distance. You may need me, Aegeus, wherever you are. But I sure as shit do not need you. And she's gonna turn and walk back to camp.
Aegeus will just kind of slump down into the snow, back against the tree, and start crying. And I think in his mind, he's starting to feel like he did when he started to spiral with Klein the first time. I think he feels like he had it all together, and like we often do in life, you know, you feel like you're on one of those highs, and you feel like you've got it all together, and then life teaches you a little bit of humbleness, and you come back down to the bottom, and it's one of those. And I think he's also thinking, you know, with the kiss with Takami, he was like, I guess in his head he was thinking during that moment that he wanted it to not be just to fix a problem. Like, he wanted that first kiss to like actually mean something and not just be her solution to fixing a fucking, like, to bring his mood up. Like, he wanted that first one to mean something more than just, we're in the forest, I'm upset, and you want to make me feel better about myself. Like, that's not why he liked Takami. He didn't like Takami because she did anything that made him feel better about himself. Just being around her makes him feel better about himself. He's just going to sit and cry. And I think he'll probably go over in his head probably 100 times whether he ditches the guys in the night, and whether that's stay in the Feywild and wander aimlessly, or head back through the portal while they're sleeping, so that they don't have to deal with his bullshit any longer. And I'll leave it to a coin toss. Shall we?
Okay. I will say in this moment, as you're tossing the coin, you You don't realise up until now, but despite you telling Takami to get out of your head, there's still always been that slight familial presence in your brain, and that is now gone. You realise she has whatever that connection was is now gone.
Yeah. Cool. Cool. Heads, I stay with the guys. Tails, I head back home. Edgius stands up, wipes the tears off of his bones, looks back to the group, takes a deep, deep breath, and is going to walk away from the group.
Edgius wanders into...
Fucking hell. I'm assuming it was a Tails then.
It was indeed a Tails.
Jules has got an insane perception. I'm going to leave it with you guys as to whether she notices. I don't know how far away you went.
I think. Because there has been definitely a wandering off into the forest. Takami returns to the camp. And you do see, for anybody that is super perceptive, there is a track down her face, a tear track. And she just slumps herself down next to a tree. And then sits herself up into more of a more centered pose, and then crosses her legs and just places her hands on either knee and closes her eyes, bows her head, and she just goes into a meditative state.
Kevin doesn't see... just doesn't consider that Edgius would have kept walking, and just goes and sits next to Takami, and also gets into a pose that Lex taught him, a meditative pose, that kind of sort of half lotus pose, and it just looks at Takami, and under his breath says, "He's a good man, Takami. I've known him for years. He saved my life. He's got a lot going on. I don't even know half of it. But I promise you, as I am here, the reason is because Edgius, time and time again, has stood in front of me and taken the blows. I don't know what went down. But he's a good guy." And I just bow my head, close my eyes.
And there's probably about 5 minutes of her just deep breathing, and then her head just looks up and a blank stare into the distance. I never disputed he was a good guy. I just wish he saw it in himself. And she'll stand and wander off and just sort of distance herself from the group and whittle a stick or whatever she can do to just distract herself.
Question.
Lex, what are you doing in this moment?
So I was going to say, quick question for Bodhi. What does Edgius do about the telepathic emotional bond of the crystal? He may be so distracted. He may be so distracted, but I'm just... We've all tuned it out, kind of. We can tune in and intentionally, but I was just curious. And he can be distracted.
God, I don't know.
The only reason I ask is with one of our party walking away from this, I would say that there's a chance that Jewel at least would be like, how are they?
Let me do it this way then.
Yeah.
Aegeus, make me an intelligence saving throw.
Can I do it at disadvantage because of how underconfident Aegeus is feeling about his own
100%.
intelligence?
100%.
That's a 3.
3. I will say as DM then. Aegeus is so consumed by this inner turmoil, this pure discouragement of his own self-worth, his own being. Those emotions flood out. And despite Aegeus not being there, as he wanders aimlessly through a snowy forest, you all get a surge of Aegeus. What would be the overriding emotion for yourself right now?
The overriding emotion would be agony. And I would say, Matt, that this emotion is carried to them with like a word. And the word is Heron, the name of my son. And that's probably
So
how it arrives to them.
You all hear in your heart of hearts, I will say, in that innermost part of your being, as you all probably also hear this Heron, and then just pure agony.
There's a tear rolling down Jules' face as she looks up at Lex like, where is he?
So I'd joined the meditation circle after Cavan and Takami started it, sort of coming after he'd spoken to us. I didn't hear any of that. And then my mind was clear, so then I hear like a agonising cry of Heron. I'm assuming you haven't left through the portal yet, you're still in the Feywild, right?
It's taking a few hours to get back, I think.
I was going to say it's up to Matt.
I mean, it's also
time-wise,
dependent on how the
distance-wise.
fuck Aegeus plans to get back, because he's in the middle of the forest, so...
Well, the reason I ask is if he's we can only sense him while he's on the same plane as us, so if he had fucked off, we'd lose him.
Yeah.
So sensing the disturbance
So-
in the force, I'd come out of my meditation, look at Jewel as she felt the tear go down her cheek, and then I'd just get up and start running towards the forest.
Okay.
I
Make
say
a
to Jewel,
survival check, Lex.
Oh God!
what's happening right now, Jewel?
Something's wrong with him. You felt it?
Yeah, I'm not good
Five.
at the whole messaging thing. I never have been. What's going on? Where's Lex going?
Lex, come back!
Lex runs off into the woods, aimlessly, and stumbles
Fuck.
into the forest.
I'm going
That was
after him. I'm going
lit-
after him.
Look,
Cabin,
No,
make me a
no,
survival
I'm
check,
going.
please.
I start tearing off towards Lex. $15.
15. You wander. You think you see Lex ahead of you, and you begin to run further forward. Jewel, what are you doing?
I goes up to Takami. Well, this is the last I wanted to do. Stick with me, and I am going to track Aegeus. And she's going to use, hopefully, the best of her skills to try and track his footprints.
Very good. Make me a survival check, please.
While this is happening, Aegeus is just walking, banging his heads against his skull, and in doing so, he's casting Mind Silver, the cantrip, on himself, just dealing
Sliver.
psychic damage. Yeah. Mind Silver. And he's just banging on his head, and like almost like this shadowy static is like coming as he separates his hands from his skull, it's like breathing, and then he's slamming his hands into his skull, and just delivering psychic damage to himself.
You have 2 hit points left. I will say you wander so far and then collapse into the snow.
Cool. 16.
So would we then just hear nothing? We're hearing an agonising heron, and then all of a sudden it just goes silent.
Absolutely.
Fuck.
Jewel, you run off and you think you see Cavern. But as you look around, Takami is not there. The 4 of you, separated, alone, in this icy, cold tundra, begin to stumble around through a forest, very quickly realizing you have no idea where you are. The 4 of you. Well, 3 of you continue to aimlessly wander. Edgious, your mind takes you. No longer in control of your body, as you are in fact unconscious. But your mind takes you. And you sort of wrap your mind in that despair. Jewel.
Yes.
As you wander, the tree trunks themselves seem to engorge and grow and take on this icy sheen. You now see a labyrinth of mirrors in front of you. I'm not sure where to go, but looking at your reflection. Cavern. You trip over a root and fall into the snow. And as you look up, you see almost like a snowy basin in front of you. And there is red dotted around in the snow. Blood. Lex. You also trip. And as you trip, it's like your body shifts to the left as you look down and see a snowflake just rotating that you stepped on. And Edgious, as your mind takes you, and you just see snow falling in front of you. You can hear an audience, but you don't see them. And then you begin to hear this dissonant music, discordant, grating, difficult for the ear. And as the 4 of you now separated, challenged, alone, that is where we will leave it for this week.
Jesus Christ.
That is not where I thought we're going to bed down for the night was going to end up.
Oh,
Fucking hell.
I just wanted to leave you guys in peace. No, why did you all follow?
I had a whole sidebar of notes. What happens if? And you guys just went straight down that list.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, indeed. So lots to unpack. What an episode it looks like we are going to have next week. Now, next week we also announce our winners, potentially, of the grand giveaway as we decide how we're going to allocate all those different prizes as well. We've not quite settled on that, but please join us. Please get your likes, your follows, your shares, whatever you can do, fan art, all of that sort of stuff. Join Discord. Yeah, watch on YouTube, listen to the podcast. If you are listening to the podcast, I'm going to say please drop us a note on either social media, or please drop into the Discord channel, or send us an email, maltandmagic@outlook.com, almost said Hotmail, maltandmagic@outlook.com, to let us know you're listening so I can get those tickets allocated to you. But yes, I don't want anybody to potentially miss out on this amazing giveaway. I will discuss with the team behind the scenes, and we will continue to discuss how we're going to allocate those prizes out, whether there will be one winner, multiple winners. We will let you know before next week and before we do that draw. But yes, what an episode, what an end to an episode. So I am going to say the most heartfelt thank you to all of my players for the sheer, I don't even know how to describe it, the sheer depth of the emotional roleplay there. That is fantastic. If I could give you all inspiration all over again, I could, but I will say to those who don't have inspiration, please take it, because yes, holy shit, what an episode. Look, this has been episode 65 of Malt and Magic. We have been the Malt and Magic crew. I wish you all the best of luck in the giveaway to be announced next week. We love you all. Stay safe, and we will see you next time.